Like, so far we see nothing too extraordinary without banning Burgundians and Teutons, and banning and Slum canning Aztecs Britain, so it makes sense both sides. Slum starting with Turks, as we said, maybe the best civilization left after the Burgundians Britons left, after Burgundians Britons banned, they're going for the Malay Byzantine pigs. Nothing too crazy so far. Slum responding with early Italians, okay.
That's kind of interesting. Like he picks Turks and then he immediately picks one of the civs that on paper should be able to counter the Turks.
Yeah, that's true. But I think it's a good choice. Like he never wants to play Turks versus Italians, and secondly, Italians can be really good against some civs of DauT. So I think that's very good draft by Slum. I guess I would be drafting exactly the same at this point as him.
I mean, all of the three first civs that Slam have drafted are kind of like in a counter pool, because like the Italian versus Ethiopians, we've seen that a lot, and we see that Ethiopians lose to Italians a lot.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Recently, so I think it's preparation here.
Yeah, I think also Slum is great with Arbalest Micro. Maybe Slum has the best Arbalest Micro of all the players. From what I've seen so far of him. So I guess going for those saves makes simply so much sense for him. DauT playing also very solid draft so far. Vietnamese Khmer, no surprises there. And we will see now we will get to more interesting phase, because like so far the players were drafting as expected, and now they have to get out of their comfort zone and get their the co-caster is Arzach right now. If there is anyone to update that command, please.
And now we're getting into Vikings, Huns, and Berbers territory here.
Yeah, exactly. But Bulgarian's next pick is what is going to happen. No, I mean, which civilization we should see now? Vikings, Saracens for Slum. As we saw yesterday, Slum really likes his Vikings, although he lost with them, and he played versus Saracens. So far, very standard draft for Slum. DauT going there with humans, bit uncommon pick at this point. So I guess we should see Spanish soon. And well, civilizations that we should likely see.
Portuguese
for DauT makes sense. So I would say Burmese, definitely a choice. Burmese Celts a choice.
I don't know if these players are the one who utilize what Burmese has to offer the most. So I'm not sure we're gonna see them picked, to be honest.
You don't want to see Burmese boom, right?
We saw that
you would be more
yesterday.
disappointed if there is Burmese and they are going to free TC boom than if there is not Burmese picked at all, right?
No, I was hyped for it because I wanted to see what they had to offer, and I got to see what they had to offer, and you should have more crushed.
Alright, and Burmese for Slam.
Burmese, alright, I like Slam's draft there.
Alright, it's also Spanish there for Slam. Two very aggressive civilizations potentially. I'm curious how we will play those. Obviously, like Slam's draft is 4 standard civilizations kind of, and 3 very aggressive civilizations. That's interesting. DauT is getting Lithuanians. Bit surprised that we are seeing them that late. Okay, so what we didn't see so far. Sicilians for DauT once again. Chinese,
there we go.
Okay, I think it makes sense, honestly.
You know what? I've heard that people say that Chinese is one of the worst arena civilizations, but Clown keeps dying to Chinese just because they can push that early with fully upgraded Arbalest, and on Clown Arena where the distance is shorter, like they die to SOs, but Chinese might be able to get the kill before their weakness kicks in. So
yeah, I would like just at this point I would point out the difference between Arzach, who is like you can say is what 1500 1v1 1600 1700, but and compared to Terror, who if there is Chinese, if they appear in the draft, Arzach tries to understand why Chinese is baked, and he sees the positive sides of them, and Terror would just say, "Oh, Chinese, that's horrible." It's like
GG called best game.
Okay, Chinese, he's that. Just the small difference there that you can note right there. Well, okay, which civilizations we didn't see there at this point? Celts, we saw them in the previous draft, although they weren't played, but civilization that definitely could be drafted there. Once again, Franks. I'm really surprised that people are not drafting Franks more. I think they are top 10 on normal arena and maybe top 15 on Clown Arena. Still surprised about that one. And other than that, I think it's pretty standard for both players. Slam not going for Hans this time. He did yesterday, and I'm not seeing, Koreans, we saw them sometimes, Malians, we saw them, Mayans, not too often, but we saw those as well, so those could be legit choices for both players as well, but I would say so far, very standard draft. Chinese may be a bit uncommon choice, but as you said, I think you put it perfectly.
Pick as well, so
it's
last pick as well.
Yeah, but I think it makes more sense to go there for Chinese, and the reasoning was perfect there. Like simply Chinese on normal arena. If they are facing Help SO Civilization, then it's really tricky for Chinese. But on this version of arena, when you are pushing really fast with Arbalest, Chinese have really good eco, really easy transition into light caps afterwards. So I think Chinese are absolutely deserve their spot in this draft. So I like that for Slam. Right. Yeah, players are now discussing the servers, so I guess we will get the game very soon.
I'm kind of surprised that we haven't seen DauT pick Mongols more. I don't know. Maybe you kicked his ass when he picked the Mongols so hard in that show match that he just forgotten about the Civ.
Yeah, I mean, like jokes aside, I think Mongols would die badly to most of the Civs that Slam has. Like versus Italians is horrible, versus Ethiopians is really bad, versus Turks I think that's quite bad as well. And versus Saracens, I don't like it. Versus I honestly struggle to see a good matchup. Maybe versus Spanish, Mongols versus Spanish, that's kind of playable. Versus Burmese, that's 50-50, I would say. But also versus, I don't think that Mongols would really do too much there. I kind of like the other Civs that DauT picked. But it's true, like DauT for sure, that's a good point. The DauT for sure loved his Mongols on Arena and saw them as one of the best Civs. And now he's not really trusting them too much on Arena. And neither does the other top players, so that's a good point.
But I think it's just that the fact that everyone loves to play with Mangudite because they're so fun to play with. But as soon as your castles goes down and you have to make other units, you're like, okay, now it's getting boring here.
Yeah. By the way, Sunset Fire, they weren't 5 minutes late. They started 16:04. They started the draft. So I'm sorry, but they weren't late. Okay, Slam is now sending us the lobby there. Yeah, I guess they could be already in the first game. Let's try to see. Okay, oh, you know this one. Okay, I don't see anything there, so I guess they are in the lobby right now. Yeah, here we go.
I thought it was fun that DauT went for a Northern Isles game in between the matches. Like he didn't want to get cold finger. He didn't want to get cold fingers. He wanted to keep the warm up.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense. DauT was playing so far so well. So yeah, it makes sense. And he was real hyped. I think I know it likely wasn't what Slam wanted to do. He really was. He said that I'm sorry, I need 20 minutes. I'm surprised that you finished that fast. I wasn't expecting that. But honestly, like I would say, if it wasn't Slam, if it would be other player, I would say that could be easily like part of strategy, right? Okay, I see he's on a wave. He just won 4-0, and he's like, and DauT, the moment he finished the series, he was in the like lobby that we have together with all the top 4 players and what there are. He was like, okay, Slam, come, I will kick your ass and such. And Slam was, okay, I need 20 minutes break.
He went into the bathroom, stared in the mirror, and gave himself a John Travolta speech. Now, you don't fuck up now. You're gonna take this.
Yeah.
Right, let's see.
Alright, yeah, still in the lobby, but... Yeah, they are playing on the US East, which obviously is better for Slam, so that's a small advantage for him, but on the other hand, it's like the most fair server between them. Like, other than that, they could be playing on the European servers, which is far better for DauT on the other hand. And it's not on DE, it's not really that bad. Like, we were used to play with 200, 300 ping on Vuplay all the time, and now we have 100, and people that are discussing it, so yeah, it shouldn't be really influencing that.
I think they both have the right gear to handle the servers with the computers and the internets and all that technical stuff. So
yeah, that's true. But I
don't think they're playing on Windows 98, for instance.
Yeah, that's true. But also, I think it's kind of fair, right? For Slam, micro is way more important than for DauT. So,
yeah, that's
server Slam close to Slam is way more fair for him, and he can play his game. While for DauT, it doesn't matter if there's 100 or 500 ping with this micro.
Yeah, that was something we saw yesterday versus Modri. Some of the you could tell when Slam was microing because you would see his TC all the time go up.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, I'm watching some of the Slam games. You see that, like yesterday, he kind of started. He started with Hans. Like I think Slam is the kind of player who opens up with some of the like not the S tier civs.
Yeah, that's true. But
tries to get a win with them.
Agreed, and actually that's the case with most of the players though. Like, but yeah, Slam is a prime example of a player who's really starting with maybe the worst that he has in his draft, but which kind of makes sense, right? Because obviously, if you are, it makes more sense from like the mental point of view. When you are going into it and you are losing the first game, but you are like, okay, I lost with my 6th civilization, that's fine, I have way better draft left. It doesn't really matter that I'm losing there. But if you would lose the first game, otherwise, and you would be like, okay, I'm using my S civilization and I'm still losing, then it's all of a sudden way more of an issue. So this is
that can also be tactical, like yesterday when he picked Hans. Let's say that, for instance, Modri picked Burgundians, and he's like, all right, I'm trading one of my worst civilizations for one of his best civilizations.
Yeah. And if I'm I still can win this one, and then it's amazing. And if I'm losing, then basically nothing happens. Yeah. I mean that makes sense. But as said, I think most of the players I saw like were starting like with picks number 5, number 6. That's could definitely be the case with those two players right now. I would be surprised if we will see Malay or Turks in the first game, or even Byzantines or Italians.
I would predict either Vikings, Chinese, or Saracens for Slam.
Vikings, Chinese, Saracens? Yeah, I think that's valid. I mean, well, we saw players lots starting with Spanish as well, so we will see if that's an option. But yeah, but you are correct. Slam is starting with Chinese, and DauT is starting with Vietnamese. Oh boy.
Ooh.
So it's the number 4 civilization for DauT and number 8 for Slam. Let's see how it goes. So this is the first game of the finals, Masters of Arena 6, with me, Kugastrius Arzach. Should be insane.
Send me the lobby code.
Oh yeah, I will for sure. I'll put it in the chat there. I found them through AoEnet, so I guess it should be possible for you as well, but it doesn't matter. Yesterday's Deb was really struggling finding the games as well, so and this was helping him, so no issue whatsoever. Okay, Slam is going with Chinese, obviously to start with Chinese. Can be a bit tricky, and Slam is not going for Loom. That's already interesting. Sometimes you don't see players going for Loom with Mayans on Arena, which I believe is the correct choice most of the time, because you will be a bit faster with the villager if you are not going for Loom with Mayans, and also you are saving the 50 gold. But with Chinese, you are just saving the 50 gold. You always have the time to make Loom, and then still are waiting to get the food for the villager. So interesting, you don't see this too often by the players, but Slam is going for that.
Where did you post the code?
In chat on my Twitch. I can put it there again.
On Twitch there.
I put it there again now.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, hopefully we'll find it soon, but well, we are 2 minutes in, so you can take your time. Okay, about this matchup. Vietnamese feels like a better civ for sure. The main advantage that Vietnamese have in this matchup, I believe they have better army. Like they have elites, imp skirms, they have rattans, and they have bombard cannons. So those 3 things really help there. Other than that, advantage for Chinese that they have better light caps compared to Vietnamese, but it's not really a huge difference. It's I think only the last attack missing for Vietnamese light caps, but that could be an advantage for China in that regard. Obviously, we can say the Chinese likely a bit better eco. They are saving on the upgrades. That's advantage for them, and also the start is definitely faster than for Vietnamese, but it's not that much of a difference. So I would say Vietnam is a better choice, but again, DauT is using his number 4 civilization versus number 8 of Slum, and I don't think it's too bad for Slum. One thing though, Chinese also have siege rams, something what Vietnamese don't have, so that's a small advantage for Chinese there as well, but overall I would say Vietnamese is a bit better civilization. Do you have the game?
What do you think should... Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I mean, now.
Yeah.
But like we discussed, that one of the advantages with the Chinese on maybe Clan Arena is that you can do like a super fast arbalest play and kind of try to kill your enemy before they get to their ideal composition. But what do you think versus Vietnamese here?
Yeah, I think it can work. Like, if you... I'm not sure that I was streaming those games, but I played like a month or 2 months ago. I played a couple of games versus God of the Godless when he was playing all the time one strategy, and he was mastering with like Khmer or Chinese or like Ethiopians and those civils. He was playing just free TC boom into like 25-minute aim and like full arbalest runs, and you had to play full on edges against it, otherwise you would just die to it. So even against Vietnamese, I think it's definitely possible that you can kill with this, but yeah, we will see if Slum is. We will see. Maybe Slum is going to do that. We saw him doing that with Vikings, so maybe he will ignore the map control at all. But also maybe he will go for the map control and go for relics and play it differently. But it's definitely a legit choice for sure.
Also curious too in this series how many TCs we are gonna see DauT put down, because I think it was when he cold-casted with John Slow, he said that it's arena, man. Why are you not putting down the 4th TC?
Yeah. I mean, I think for DauT it's working, and with his style, with DauT's style, it's working well that he's playing 4 TC booms. But I'm not sure it's generally that good of an addition. I think sometimes you have to go for the 4 TC, sometimes you should be playing 3 TC rather. DauT is going for 4 TC almost all the times, and we will see if Slum will be able to punish that one. Okay, yeah, so the second lumber camp for DauT, anyway. He was sometimes playing with only 1, but now he's kind of changing this approach, so I'm happy about that.
Is DauT evolving? No Mongols, second...
I mean, for sure, like DauT, it sounds so weird, right? Given that DauT is playing for 20 years, but DauT is maybe the players who evolved the most, like during those. Oh, obviously was playing longer than everyone, so he had to go through many meta changes. But it feels like DauT is really good at understanding the meta, especially if there's like new mod, when the players aren't too familiar with it. DauT is all of a sudden really good in it. You know, it's like hidden cap when you don't know who are you facing, and DauT has the results there. If it's Empire Wars, DauT has the results there. And yeah, I think this is where DauT shines a lot. And Arena is also kind of in that territory. Well, Arena is obviously played for many years. It's not played as much, and especially on the highest level, it's not played as much as other maps. And therefore the meta is like always changing there. And this is where DauT shines a lot. Like DauT will be the one who will understand that light cave is better than scout spear play and such.
Yeah. I was just watching DauT's micro on that gold mine. Villager almost went back, and then a third villager almost went to the gold.
Yeah, well, I see Slum's gold mine, by the way. Slum is going for free TC boom. He's doing exactly what we just said.
Yeah.
So what is Slum?
Scout fight here.
Slum is running because he knows that he will be faster. Slum is chasing the DauT scout basically. Like he will, and now he's going for the kill. And DauT has to. Well, that will try to run in his base, but I think Slum will accept it. I think Slum will definitely run into DauT's base.
Yeah, but he can also see now that DauT is putting up a barracks, for instance.
Yeah. But well, he sees everything. He can be super annoying there. Obviously, DauT don't have loom on those villagers, so exactly, just like forcing those walls. This is idle time. This is walls. DauT might be struggling with the gold, right? To get, for example, to castle age right away and such. Like all this is forcing so much of Slum, and he will see all the map of DauT, and yeah, he's not really bothered about relics as well. And yeah, what Slum did, sending 3 villages on gold, so he got 30 gold, and then he is able to sell wood, and then he's getting to Castle Age without the mining camp, and this way he will be able to go for a free TC boom right away. And he will likely play exactly what we said, Arbalest and Siege Drums.
Look
Slum
how
can find this.
annoying.
Let's see.
Yeah, look. Super annoying.
Yeah. So it's 4 HP versus 4 HP. I mean, obviously DauT will in the end kill this scout, and this scout will likely not do anything anymore. But this is such a good value for Slum. Like seeing all this being annoying, surely there was some idle time forced on DauT's side because of this.
Yeah. Like APM is also a resource.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. And Slum is using that well. And that's the thing, like Slum is only having villages on boot. Right now he can be microing his scout for the next 2 minutes, like when he's going to Gaslight.
Yeah.
DauT has to be keeping his eco, that has to be switching into scouts. DauT has so much more to do right now. Slum also sees there's 3 on gold, Slum sees this one, Slum sees the forward stone. This is really good for Slum. Like Slum knows exactly where he wants to push, and he knows that he will be the guy pushing in imp. So this is such a good value for Slum. And DauT's map, this is the important part. I mean, Slum's map can be pushed, because DauT will be now the guy with the map control. So Slum's gold spot might be tricky to deal with, but after all, the early imp will definitely be in Slum's favor. And then he will be the guy pushing, and DauT's resources that stone that gold might be really ugly for him.
Yeah. Do you think that we will see DauT go for kind of a similar approach as Slam would do if he sees that his opponent is like going for a greedy boom, that will see DauT come forward with a siege workshop and force Slam to invest in it?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure really. Like maybe it's like more the Arabia mindset that okay, opponent is going for the boom, I should punish it. That is what like Arabia player would do, or what they do all the time. If they have the map control, they are going for the punish. But on Arena, obviously the reward for you is that you are getting the relics. So I think it can be good decision, it can be bad decision. I feel like DauT is likely going to do well. DauT has a market, by the way. DauT went with a market rather than blacksmith, so he cannot go for the siege workshop. So no.
True. I think it's funny because some of the other series kind of reminded me of some of the old arena games I watched, where one player is going for boom without map control and the other player is going with a siege workshop and scouts and maybe a few knights. Punished it. Like, I thought it was interesting how we have come to a scout spear meta. Now players have started to favor a much more earlier boom, and how when they do that, we kind of go back to some of the older ways of playing. So
yeah, that's true. That's true. Like this playstyle of how Eddie was using to play, like 2014-15, but one of the best players ever to play arena. He was specialist on arena mainly. Eddie was with many civilizations. He was going for scouts and like even mixing in some spearmen back then, but mainly scouts. Then also doing knights, and then when going for the forward siege workshop, monks trying to grab the relics and push with mangonels and knights, and then he was switching into free TC boom. And yeah, this is what we could see there for DauT, but well, now the meta is, as you said, more about like focusing on the boom, so this is why DauT is also going for the free TCs right there. But still, we could easily see forward, well, I mean, likely not, because now he would have to invest into blacksmiths, but if not, if he would have blacksmiths instead of market, I think we could easily see forward siege workshop. And also what you said is a good point, because this is showing that arena meta is really changing. It's still like not developed, or like it's developing all the time, but yeah, it can easily develop and change when within few months, because people will come up with something else what's working.
I think it's the case of as soon as you think you know how it's done, someone comes and tries to screw with you.
Yeah.
And find a way to counter it.
Yeah, that's true. Also, obviously, the balance changes and such are changing stuff. Like arena and arena generations is changing how the meta is played. So it's not only that players are like now realizing that this is the better way and they didn't know before, but it's also because the map and the saves are slightly changing, and all of a sudden there's a better option. Yeah. Okay. So Behind this, Slum is 11 villages ahead. Slum's boom is really sick with this. He will also have wheelbarrow and he will be like 60 villages at 20 minutes. It's really sick.
Wheelbarrow and gold upgrade coming in.
Oh yeah, and gold upgrade as well. Also Slum has heavy plow as well and Boso. So Slum's eco will be insanely good. But DauT's eco it wouldn't be too behind. DauT is going for the 40C right now. He's trying to catch up in boom. And DauT is getting all the relics. Obviously Slum not contesting that. So all the 5 relics are going into into DauT's favor. What that means also with the better unit composition that Vietnamese can offer, very likely if Slum isn't winning that game in, let's say by minute 40, very likely that DauT is going to win it later on. But for now, I think it's looking quite good for Slum.
He's just taking advantage of what Chinese potentially could be good at in the arena.
Yeah, for sure.
You prefer the boom over the relics because you want to end the game before the relic advantage.
Yeah. And the thing is that if you are going for 40C boom, then you will kind of start catching up in the eco. Although, as you can see, DauT is still really behind. Slum already has handguard. DauT is now going for the wheelbarrow. DauT is going for the 50C. Like, the thing is that if you are adding 40C or even 50C, you will catch up on the villagers, but your imp time will be so much later than the opponent. And then if Slum is imping in like, let's say a minute from now on, and DauT will be imping in like 5 minutes from now on, or like 4 minutes.
Prepping his buildings.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the thing is that Slum could be already going up. He's kind of investing into villages still, into gold shift maining. I'm not sure that he really needs those upgrades right now. I would rather see him going imp faster, but well, he knows what he's doing and he's definitely doing it really good. So we will see Slum imping in like...
There it is. Oh, and look at that, already queuing the first ramp in the Seed Workshop. He wants to go far less than ramp push.
Yeah, and the thing is that DauT, what can DauT really do against this? Like, if he's going for skirmishes, the thing is that Slum is so much faster that by the time there will be Arbalest that will go for skirmishes. Then Slum will be already preparing for the light give switch when DauT will be going for the skims. So Slum is simply so much ahead overall that I'm not too sure that skirmishes will just do it. It feels like DauT has to stop Slum from going in with something like Onages. I guess Onages would likely be the best play for DauT.
See DauT is being annoying with a monk on the left side, and Slum just deleted his slumber camp and rebuilt it a little bit. Like, no, he doesn't. He's prioritizing eco. He doesn't want to give DauT a single villager even. Yeah, obviously this is what we should do with the monks because they have no other value there for DauT after getting those 5 relics. But yeah. We'll see how this goes. So far, no crossbow upgrade for Slum. Something that he should likely do very soon. Second Siege Workshop coming up for him.
Yeah.
3 rams are already in soon.
I mean, Slum can already move out with this army. He obviously doesn't know how much DauT has. There could be a Mangonel waiting for him. But with this army, Slum can easily take the map control. And I think the moment he's finishing crossbow upgrade, he's moving out. Yeah, because for example, this villager, this monk can be super annoying there. So I guess he wants to get the map control soon. Also, Slum is quite heavy on stone. Or like, okay, not quite heavy. He has there 5 villages, but he's not too far from castle. So this will likely be rams, crossbows, forward push, and then forward castle behind, and light give switch. This is likely Slum's plan at this point. And if he's not winning the game with this, then he's likely losing it. Okay, so DauT is losing there his army. That's kind of expected. And DauT is going for very forward. DauT is going for knights.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bloodlines, he got scouts in there.
This is something what Slum definitely doesn't expect at this point. I'm not sure that DauT has time for this, but obviously, if DauT is cleaning that push with Cavaliers, then he's winning the game for sure, because he has 5 relics, he has better eco already, he has 7 more villages, and he has better civilization. So if DauT takes one good
for the castle now.
Yeah. If DauT takes one good engagement, he can definitely win this one. Well, we will see how it goes.
That castle.
Oh, DauT is going for battle elephants.
Oh. Okay.
I'm not sure about that.
We forget about that one, kind of, the battle elephants.
Yeah, but Well, there's a reason why you don't want to start with battle elephants in early game, at least.
Open.
Well, that cannot really come in there too easily. There's a castle. It doesn't have fletching though. But
Yeah, and as soon as DauT hit him, Slam deleted his castle foundation there.
And I think that that's a mistake. I think Slam should be making the castle. That was like the most defensive he could place it. I think the castle should be even more forward.
Yeah,
Because he has the rams. He can put pressure on DauT's castle. I don't like this for Slam. I think
he's going for the university as well. I like that, since the university is forward and he knows that BBC might be important with an early push with Trebs here.
Yeah, definitely a good decision there for Slam. Also, kind of misplay to make university in the front. This is one of the buildings that you never want to have in the front. But well, it's not a worse deal. But yeah, DauT will have to replace this university. And there's the thing, like he cannot make BBSs right now.
Barracks coming up at home, but maybe he should have placed them more forward. I don't know, since pipes can take a lot of time to travel.
Yeah, I think this is the biggest mistake that Slam is doing so far. That he's playing really, like he's not putting enough pressure with this, and he has the worst if and his worst 5 relics, and versus better boom at this point as well. So Slam has to go for the aggression.
He has the map control out, and placing the barracks forward would like help him maintain the map control.
Yeah. I think Slam, what would be the best decision, honestly, would be placing the castle very forward, so his rams would be kind of protected by his castle fire even, because DauT doesn't have fletching, so if Slam would go for the castle like next to the gold spot, then I think DauT would be in very tough position. But yeah, Slam, with a very defensive castle, I don't like it. Slam
look at the castle from DauT. You think Slam is gonna spot that one? Oh boy.
We will see. I'm not convinced.
There's a lot of light cav on the field as well.
Yeah, Slam is now having there a couple of pikemen. I think Slam can fight this one under the castle.
He's even queuing militias.
Oh. Yeah,
that's the famous arena Chinese intrush, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, well, this is one of the strategies I also tend to go for in him. Being malicious.
Yeah, but this is so good. I like DauT's position quite a bit. He's behind in score, but you can ignore this. Slam is already, DauT is already going for the Ratans. Ratans will perform so well against both Arbalest and Halps. And there is kind of nothing what Slam can do against Ratans. Skirmishes, but well, there will be light gas. Chukonos, but they are not amazing. And Siege is not really the case with China most of the time. So those Ratans will do so much, and DauT already has 2 castles, and he simply delayed the storm for too long. So now his eco and better save and relics will kick in.
Yeah. DauT has the new university more in the back, so chemistry.
Yeah.
Would be important, since Slam can only pressure with Trebs now.
Yeah, that's true. Well, like Slam can still kill the castles. Slam is still putting the pressure. Slam is way more military than DauT, so this game is far from over. But I still like DauT's position quite a bit more. Also, Bloodlust is a good point that going for militias isn't a great decision because Chinese don't have supplies. Something that
I don't agree. I think that it might catch DauT off guard with this late rush, actually. Like if you see in the villagers outside on the gold, if the drush comes in there, it can be huge damage for DauT. It will be devastating for his economy.
Yeah. Well, obviously, we were talking about DauT's special moves sometimes. That is known for playing kind of outside of the box, and you can see that Slam took some page of his books. But DauT is going to lose the castle. This is definitely good value for Slam. And I feel like Slam really isn't in too bad of a position. DauT is going for the raid with the light caps. That's getting quite some value here. But yeah, DauT losing the castles. Slam keeping the pressure. Slam getting the castle on the left side as well. Like Slam is the guy with the map control. With way more population right now. It feels like Slam has to switch.
Cap can dive in, I think.
Yeah, I think they could. Well, there's like kind of a wall behind, but yeah. Well, now,
I mean, just to be annoying.
yeah, for sure.
Force a reaction, force some APM.
Yeah. Also, like, actually, they want not too many will actually survive. But yeah, also there's skirmishes. Slam is now going for the skirmish because he's only facing Ratans. So this is actually, and the Lycavs can do a lot against those. But yeah, there is simply enough army in Slam space that those Lycavs don't do too much. But this is looking really good for DauT all of a sudden. For Slam. Slam is 50 population ahead or 40 population ahead at this point. DauT is going to lose another castle because there's already 4 traps. Slam is going for even more forward castles, so we're having even more map control. And
Yeah,
DauT
in the reach of those siege workshops as well.
Yeah, and this is the thing, like, not having the chemistry. There should be BBCs and they should be protecting those castles and against the traps. And this is not happening, and all of a sudden Slam is pushing a lot. And also that didn't go for Onagers. So DauT only going for Ratans. And
BBCs are coming in now though. Yeah, now the BBCs are in.
Yeah, that's true, but it's now it's kind of too late, I guess. Arbals will just jump on those and they will kill it. Yeah. That's all the value that Slam needs, and this will be another castle down for DauT very soon. That's it, and very soon likely another castle, especially if Slam will realize that. This might be the first game that DauT is going to lose in the main event, or like in the whole Masters of Arena 6. As we said, he so far won 19 games, lost 0 in the tournament.
Do you think it will affect him? Or like, oh my god, I lost a game in this tournament.
Yeah,
I gotta step up my game now.
Well, I know that DauT is super nervous guy all the time.
Yeah.
Like, he's just, I can tell you DauT is shaking all the time, every tournament.
He's a guy who takes himself too seriously as well, I think. So, like,
yeah, that's true. This is like the main, I think this is the biggest issue of DauT, honestly. Like his peak mentality in tournaments. No, like, I don't think that this will affect him, but definitely like one win there. I guess that this is not what DauT was expecting, especially that DauT is playing a better civ than Slam.
Yeah, but DauT doesn't have a lot more in the gold piles in the back, and Slam is just like keeping pressure on his front gold. He has a gold on the right side, protected by a castle and some archer ranges coming up now. He also has a stone there, but his main base is under pressure. His main eco.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, and I think Slam should be more active with the traps. He had a window where he could be killing the castle already of DauT, and DauT is only going for Ratans and skirmishes right now. So the moment that he's losing the castle, he cannot go for Ratans, and then then Slam's light gifts will do so much more. But it seems really good for Slam anyways. But DauT needs to go for the castle, and I think he should be moving from this angle rather than this one. But it's true that DauT is ahead.
This is a good example. I think Slam is showing how Chinese potentially can play it on Arena here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this is real well played by Slam. Agreed. Yeah, I don't really see. Well, the thing is that DauT has, he has more population than Slam, but this is because he has 30 more villagers, and that means that Slam has 30 more military, and that means that DauT's army is dying there. But it also doesn't have aim schemes.
On the right is going down.
Yeah, this is so huge for Slam. And Slam, honestly, Slam could just go for Cavaliers right now.
I was thinking about it. I was like, Kraken is probably gonna say the Cavaliers, and it would be cool to see.
Yeah, well, Slam doesn't have too much on gold, to be fair, but he could. He's controlling this gold spot. He's controlling one gold spot, second gold spot. He's already mining everything in his base, like third gold spot. Yeah, Slam is controlling 3 gold spots. He definitely can justify, but he doesn't need it. DauT has 14 military. This game is over. 1-0. Yeah, Slam should be moving the traps. That is all he needs, like move the traps. But Slam is going for another castle on the right side. This one is like Slam could be going for a castle on like DauT's face really, but he's going for the map control castle on the right side. It's fine.
He's going for the control of the gold, and like he's trying also to starving him out of place. He doesn't have anywhere to go as well.
And also, like, DauT has most of the production buildings at this point there on this side, so if this castle is going out, then it will be tricky for the game to get the production. This castle will go up, like, those villages might die, well, and they likely won't, but even if they will die, Islam will send there another 10. And the castle is already 90% almost, so this castle is always going up.
We've seen a lot of times when Slam plays that he is really good with utilizing the map control and taking control of the resources with the castles, like pressure early imp, and then he's moving out to take control, so he can keep his position.
Yeah, Slum. This is true. Slum showed that he's really good with that in this tournament already, and he's leading 1-0 in the finals. All right, interesting start of the series. Though Slum using his last civilization and he's still getting a win. Yeah, and also it seems that this is working against DauT. Like, DauT might need to change his playstyle during the series, because this is how I think Slum should be playing against DauT, and it's working well for him.
Yeah, I mean, DauT has kind of the mindset of the 4 or 5 TCs, but when he sees Slam go for like such a greedy uptime and instant 3 TCs, he knows that he's gonna click him before him.
And Slum used this one perfectly. Yeah, I think this is like really underestimated playstyle in Masters of Arena 6. I was questioning myself if I should be maybe going like maybe just for full booms, and with some civilizations I think it just makes so much sense. Chinese is a great example of those, because on Clown Arena, when there is less distance between the players, simply being faster to aim and putting pressure this way with like the eco approach can just kill opponent fast enough before the relics will really matter.
Then you diverge back to the forward siege workshop monastery meta, where you can even smush with Huns.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, if players will be going for the full boom, 3DC right away boom, then perfect way to stop it is full aggression. Because if you are going for 24+2, you will have no resources to deal with any aggression at this point.
Oh, Ramoku would love that. You can just go straight in.
yeah, it's true. Right, well, starting to look a bit dicey for DauT, because as we said, he's using one of his best save, but still, there is enough saves to definitely pull this off. We will see what he's going to go for now. Would be maybe a bit surprised if DauT is going for any of his Cumans, Portuguese, Lithuanians, Sicilians choice right now.
The interesting thing also is that DauT used his Vietnamese pick, something he might wanted to use against anticipation of maybe Ethiopians or Saracens.
Yeah, that's true.
So slams have, and we also talked about the 3 bulk civs like Turks, Italians, and Ethiopians there. He kind of picked the right civs with the right, and then he picked the civs that kind of counters them as well. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, Vietnamese would be definitely good against the like top 4 picks of Slum. But I would say against Chinese it wasn't too horrible for DauT after all. But he's not getting the win there. Okay, as I said, well, I think Slum will likely follow in this pattern. I'm not sure. Maybe Slum will go for something really aggressive right now, like Turks or Spanish Burmese. Wouldn't be surprised about that one. Slum can play whatever he wants. In the worst case, he's playing good civilization and he's 1-1 after all, and he's still absolutely fine. But DauT kind of needs a win, because even if he's using bad civilization now and Slum is using good one, it will still could be 2-0. So
it would be interesting to see something like Vikings versus Sicilians, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point it's kind of impossible what they to predict what they are going to do. But yeah, I want to see more Sicilians. I really want to see this civilization in action. I guess they are in the lobby right now. Yeah, they are in the lobby. So. And there's once again a link in my chat.
DauT has calmed himself down a bit. after the rage of losing a Masters of Arena game versus pleb like Slam.
Yeah. Well, it would be. I mean, I have to say that I would like Slam to win more than I would like DauT to win, for sure. Like Slam is such
Slam is coming back for the crown now.
Yeah.
He's coming for the show.
Yeah, like Slam is such an amazing player, like such a nice guy, really, for so many years, and he's. Well, like whenever I watch Slam playing, like watch his POV on, for example, on his stream, I never understand how this guy is not top 5 in the world, because he's playing so incredibly fast, so clean, so well with macro. Like Slam's just watching Slam play is a pleasure from like his point of view. It's like you are seeing like how clean the game could be. I think Slam may be the cleanest player of all the players in the world actually, but. Yeah, then he's doing some sloppy decisions. He's losing in tournaments, sometimes in like round of 32, round of 16 rounds when he shouldn't, when he should be going through. And he simply didn't have the greatest results in tournaments lately. But there would be amazing if he's going to win Masters of Arena 6, because I think the last major tournament that Slam won in 1v1 was Masters of Arena 2.
Did you? I assume you heard the interview T90 did with him yesterday after the series.
Yeah, I was watching it. Yeah,
you could almost hear Slam shaking of like hype. Like he was talking 120 miles an hour, and he was super eager and hyped.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, that's
that
true.
was just a joy to see someone joining. Some known Arabia players joining Arena and. I can keep the energy and enthusiasm for the tournament up. Like that, I thought it was cool to see.
Yeah, and that's true. And also, this can be followed with the Slam is a player who's practicing. Like Slam think he was, as he was saying in the interview, he thought about the draft, he thought about the series, he was checking some other games, he was thinking how he should approach some matchups, and this is paying off for him. And this is like great example for the other top players that if Arena won't be like underrated map again, then this is how they should approach the tournaments on Arena. So I'm really happy for Slam there that he's basically getting rewarded for his preparation, and this is so nice.
They have started now.
Yeah, I see. Joining in right now.
Check your Discord for the thing.
Yeah, I will again. I'm posting in chat if you can find the game.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So we have a matchup: Ethiopians versus Byzantines. Okay, well, so it's very high picks for both players, I think. Let's take a look. So it's Ethiopians number 3 for Slam and Byzantines number 2 for DauT. Okay. I'm not sure that Ethiopians. I don't think that you really want to be playing Ethiopians there by Byzantines. I think DauT should be quite happy about this matchup. He has the advantage.
Yeah, what would you do as Ethiopians here?
I feel like Ethiopians is amazing civilization. Well, like because of the eco and because of the fast arbalest. But you cannot really clown with them. You don't really have great options if you are facing civilization like Byzantines there. It's like Ethiopians is one of the most like straightforward civilizations. You don't really have other options how you want to play them. So this will be really tricky for Slam to think of something else.
Tower? Siege tower crossbows? Pipe?
Yeah, or Siege Tower Castle Rope and shuttles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Siege Tower shuttle warriors. I think that would do great versus the extra HP Byzantines towns.
Yeah.
What do you think, Draken?
Yeah, also like I think shuttles. Yeah, I can tell you I saw shuttles versus every unit. I love that unit, and I can tell you they are destroying cataphracts. No.
Yeah.
If you are getting like 6-1, 7-1, they are really doing really well against the cataphracts. But yeah, well, the thing is that, yeah, I think Islam, back to your question, I don't think that Islam can do there anything than like free TC booming. Obviously, we will see how much he will commit into map control. That's what we cannot say so far. But he has to be pretty easy booming to fast Arbalest and PPSCs, and then we will see what he can do after this. If he has the map control, if he's pushing, he can switch into shuttles maybe, and he can do it, but it's going to be real tricky for him. But I guess like Arbalest PPC shuttles should likely be the composition and the way how we want to approach it.
Would it be an option for Ethiopians just to drop the whole Arbalest thing and just go for hubs, onagers, potion engines?
Well, the thing is that then you are exposed to monks. If you are not going for Arbalest, then yeah, that shouldn't really work. So obviously also the BBCs can do something about it, but yeah, mainly the monks can counter really well this playstyle. And Slam is playing exactly what he did in the previous game. Slam has just found his way of playing, and he's going to do that again. And we will see how DauT is going to react. Oh, let's get capture age. Sorry guys.
And again, Slam got a hit in on the scout here.
Yeah, that's true. For the where's first 6 HP? Right. Okay, so DauT is going for 26 here. 26. We will see if he's going for scouts this time. Basically, the perfect play by DauT at this point is Monastery, and DauT is going for the Rex. I want to say that perfect play for DauT would be just Monastery and getting the relics without any investment into map control. But I mean, Ethiopians is still so much faster. Like, this is where Ethiopians shine a lot. Like, just having really fast, really great boom and faster uplast. This is how Ethiopians can be played, and this is the best way, maybe even, of playing them.
He went up 20G, and now Slam doesn't have to long mind the gold that he's been doing.
Yeah, this is definitely an advantage compared to previous game. So Slam is going, well, it wasn't even that fast. Like, you can go even 22 plus 2, so Slam going for 23 plus 2. Not the craziest uptime, but definitely solid. Let's get going for the stable market.
Slam has 5 on berries, metal style, you know.
Yeah. Well, honestly, especially with Slam Stone, I would say that if DauT would be Monk Crushing, he's going to win that game. Like, if you have no defense against this, if you would be out of stone, then Monk Crushing against this would, I very likely would work for DauT. But
I don't think DauT believes in Monk Crushers, to be honest. I just don't think he believes.
Yeah, but, well, I mean, he needs to change his playstyle there. Like, I think that this can easily work once again for Slam. And now, this time, DauT knows what's coming. He should know really well what's coming. He should kind of know even in the previous game, but this time he knows for sure. And we will see how he's going to react to it. I'm really curious about it. Yeah, I don't think that this is optimal for DauT, by the way, to really go for the stable. He could easily go for Market Blacksmith and just heal his scout with the Monk and then get the relics afterwards. So he's committing some more, but well, it's not the worst thing ever for him as well. Maybe he could be expecting some.
I mean, with that uptime, I guess he knows that Slam can't have the eco to contest for map control, right?
Well, I mean, 23 plus 2 with Ethiopians is doable to go for some scouts and spearmen. Also, you have pikemen, so like 1-2 pikemen and like 1-2 scouts could already give you really good map control, and also you can go for a really fast monk. So I would say with Ethiopia it would be possible, but I would say it would be really unlikely for DauT, for Slam to play it this way. Okay, Slam has once again he has heavy blow and bowsaw. Should be close, but I think he will be mostly able to keep his DCs running. Yeah, like 23 plus 2 with heavy blows and bowsaw is a pretty sick BO, I have to say. Yeah, okay, so Slam is sending 2 on gold because he wants to buy the 100 food soon. That makes sense. But now he has only 7 on food. I'm curious if Slam will be able to keep the keep the TCs running. We will see on the idle TC time so far 11 seconds. That's like nothing. Slum running there with the scout, just trying to buy some time. DauT is now going for the monks. Obviously the best Slum can hope for is to snipe a monk, but it's kind of unlikely. But Slum is mainly focusing on the boom. Now you can see that he already bought 100 food. It will help him a bit with keeping his TCs. Yes, 11 farms. He needs like 18 farmers to keep 3 TCs running. DauT is going for the second. I think DauT is misplaying this one. Like it's not a late second TC. His third TC will be very soon, I guess, as well. But again, like Slum will have so much eco lead. Might be even more than 10 villages this time. Feels like 15 even.
I think it's kind of funny how Slam is like, alright, Clown Arena, you don't want to see scout spear openings. I'm gonna open with the 3 TCs. How about that?
And I think this is perfect. Oh, and it will be monk down for DauT. This is such a good value for Slum.
Oh no! Look at that.
No! Oh, how did he? Well, that was healing up, and the Byzantine's healing definitely helps there as well. Yeah, I'm not sure that he could snipe it if DauT was healing up, but also Slum kind of mismicro there with the scout. But it doesn't really matter. Like if he would get there 1 monk or not, this is not the most important thing at this point. That will get the relics anyways. And once I've said it, it feels like 15 villagers, and that's kind of what's happening right there. Slum is already 13 villages ahead, and DauT is just now finishing his 30C, so it will be like 15 villages lead, and that's huge. It's really huge.
This like, yeah, as we said, DauT kind of has to think about how he's playing this, because he knows that Slam is doing this approach. He can't just assume that he can do the same thing over and over again until he wins with it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure what DauT wants to do. And this is like, funny thing is that this is such a similar matchup as the previous one, in like how the civilizations can be played.
Look what DauT's doing on the TC, another TC.
4 TC, yeah.
In the back.
I'm not sure. We will see. We will see if it works for him this time. If he has some better idea, but like this is such a repeat of the previous game. And again, Slum has Arbalest, Halp, and Siege Ram civilization, and DauT has great Skirm civilization, like absolutely the same. Again, Slum has great eco civilization. DauT is mainly having like great military civilization. And again, DauT will have 5 relics versus 0 of Slum, and DauT again has bad map.
Again, I don't know, like skirms, yeah, they counter archer, but it's not like a unit you push with.
Yeah.
Like if Slam is up earlier and if the rams are out, and if he's starting with the rams and then putting up the castles behind it, kind of like he did previously, 1 castle just slowly pushing with castles on the sides, skirmishers, yeah, they're cheap, but are they pushing enough? Yeah,
like that's it. And another thing, Ethiopians are better in this than Chinese. They have better eco than Chinese. They could be maybe even a bit faster than Chinese. They do have better arbals than Chinese. They have BBCs, which is major thing. They have also siege engineers. So this will be even stronger than the previous time when Slum played this. And I'm not sure that DauT has a better civilization against it.
Direct coming up for Slam.
Yeah,
like you can look at that lumber camp in the back for Slam. Beautiful.
Well, it's true that like this woodline there can be theoretically moving with a monk there and be super annoying with it. I don't think it's the worst, right? I mean, it will be there for efficient for the next 6 minutes, and that's like what Slum cares about.
That lumber camp, man, it's gonna lose him the game. He's on the way up to him. And he's doing the exact same thing as last time. Click up to him, Q a ramp.
Yeah. Well, he realized it's working.
He got a recipe for this.
Okay, and DauT is now going for the ranges. He's going for the ranges faster than he did in previous time. And DauT wants to contest the map control. Like, I'm not saying that this is not going to work for DauT. He's not as behind as he was in the previous time. Also, he committed less into map control, I think, and he knew what's happening. So it's not looking too bad for DauT. That kind of managed his eco really nicely behind this. So all credits to DauT how he's playing this, but I'm not sure that what he is doing will work, because it didn't work really last time.
You know what DauT took from last game? He took the reason I lost was because the university was in front, and now he's doing the exact same thing, except the university is in the back.
Yeah, DauT knows. DauT knows. Okay, so it's more ranges. It's again skirmish opening for DauT. Obviously, if DauT is getting the skirmish numbers and he will counter what the Slum's aggression with this early skirmishes, then this can be really bad. This can be really bad for Slum, because DauT already catching up with the eco. You can see that he has the same village account. Oh, you know, he's again 3 villages behind, but with the 40Cs he will catch very soon in the villages, and he has 5 relics, so resource income so much higher for DauT.
Well, the only thing is that I think that with the Rams can absorb enough of the fire of the skirmishers, and the Ethiopians fire faster as well. So with the Rams in front, maybe it's enough for him to just get that first little push in, just to be annoying, and then start, like as we said, taking the map control, like moving forward with the villagers here.
Yeah, DauT cannot do that. DauT doesn't even have fletching right now. So Slum should just make forward castle. Like, please Slum, make this time make the castle a bit more forward. You have also faster BBCs, so there is nothing for him to be scared of. Also, DauT doesn't have the stone yet for the castle.
Look, same thing. It's the same game. He placed the castle, then deleted it, and placed it a little bit more in the back.
I don't know.
Like, it's 2 tiles more back.
But, like, you want to have the map control against the skirmishes as well. Okay, what is Slum switching into? He's still going for cat rams. I think on ages would likely be better at this point. This castle is going, like, one thing is that this castle will go up, and then shuttles can perform real well against the skims. And also Slum's micro is insane.
Yeah.
This is so...
It's disgusting.
Exactly. It took this word from my mouth. Yeah, it's like, this is what's not supposed to work. Like, just because
that's not how the game is played, man.
No, like, you shouldn't be able to out micro ballistics. I think you shouldn't be able to, like, dodge your shots, because you have a bit less frame delay with the archers, or like then doesn't mean that they should be so much better against skirmishes because you can out micro them this way.
I mean, I'm all in for Burmese monks converting Teuton units, but out microing ballistic, that's just disgusting, man.
Yeah, like, behind this DauT is still getting good trades though. Mismicroing this, Slum mismicroing this one now.
First trap is out there.
Yeah, and also we should mainly see BBCs. I don't think the Slum should be committing into any other siege right now. Well, maybe on HS, but BBCs would likely be in my favorite unit. They were already ahead with the eco. Still 5 relics definitely helping there. I'm not sure that you can do this Slum with like online arbalest. And I was taking good trades. I'm liking more and more the position of DauT as long as he's getting his own BBCs on the field, which is happening right now. Obviously Rams can do something there, but...
Just 1 mangonel here, just to like get a few damage hits in here and there would help him as well.
Yeah, for sure. Like, some mangonel would definitely help, and would change maybe even this game or Slum's position there. Because DauT, like, there's Byzantines and he has 100 villagers. Like, DauT can be spamming skirmishes for days.
Yeah. DauT has to play this to, like, you can't just play to hold, you have to play to win.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and there's like no, obviously last time Slum was able to switch into light caps though. This time he has to switch into something else, just Arbals won't do it. So like, here's their BBC, but BBC I'm not sure they will do as much. Oh well, for now it's doing a lot. And it cannot be shuttle switch there because Slum has only one castle. I feel like I know that I said this exact same thing when we were in this position in the previous series. The DauT hold it, and I think he had the game, and then he lost. But it feels like this time it's the DauT is holding, and he's going to win that game.
Yeah.
Although like the babies.
He's getting a castle up outside there as well on those two stone piles, so that's paying for itself if he can manage to get that stone.
Yeah. I think mostly castle on the right side would likely be better, but yeah, I guess on there it also makes sense.
Now comes our favorite part of arena, BBC dodgeball time.
Yeah, I love it. No, honestly, I think I hate it more in the past. Like now, I'm kind of getting used to it. That it's part of the game. But in the past, this was the worst thing ever for me. Like playing the BBC micro. And also, in the past, it was so much more common than it is now. Because the civilizations, like there were so much more mirror games in the past, and therefore, if you had something like not only tricks, but if you had like Persians, then it was PPCs, and then BBC micro. If you had Teutons, then it was PPCs. Like so, all the games were just, like so many mirrors were decided by BBC micro.
That's why you see Jones, though, he would rather go for Treb micro when you see his focusing units with the Trebs. Because he can micro that unit because it's as slow as he is.
Yeah, Finor says that he loves BBC micro. Yeah, that he loves dodgeball. I know, Finor, I know. Like, Slum should be obviously better with the BBC micro, but behind this, DauT is simply taking better trades with the... DauT taking better trades with the...
DauT did a much better job on holding now, while not just holding, but also like go out, take that stone, and not let Slam take that, get those costs up like he did last game.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that also Slam cannot switch into light chaos there. Like last time it worked for him so that he was simply able to switch into light chaos. I know it's impossible with the Ethiopians, or no, not impossible, but unlikely. But well, Slam is pushing, like the BBC side. And DauT has 20 military. And he's losing the BBCs. Slam is again in a dominant position. I don't know why I'm calling those games. But it really doesn't look too good for DauT. He's
Stradamus strikes again.
Well, the thing is that pushing into Byzantine's castles will take a while, so it's not like DauT is on the edge of losing this game, because by the time he's losing those castles, he can mass 500 skirmishes.
Artifacts coming out to try snipe, but...
Yeah, I mean, the cataphracts, they have already +4 armor.
Oh. Yeah, but...
Yeah, they are not doing that much.
Skirmishers are killing them.
Yeah. Well, especially if there will be some arballers in the back, right? Which is what Slum is switching now into. So, I guess the moment there will be 10 arballers in the back,
And the funny thing is that DauT is spamming out of 9 ranges, while Slam is spamming out of 6 ranges now. And I think it's those BBC's hits that he can, like, even if DauT is producing cheaper and more, Slam is much better at maintaining the numbers and microing the BBCs to get the trade.
Because look at the kill to death, it's literally 2-1. Which, like, when they are going for skirmishes versus skirmishes, tells you something about this game. Yeah, like, it's simply gonna be throwing the units like this. And the BBC micro of Slum is doing it feels. And that's
building a monastery more in the back.
Like, Slum has more and more lead in this game. And DauT has DauT again has 15 military, and Slum has 50. And this is literally as Slum played the previous game. Pushing the right side, pushing with the traps on one side, now making castle and pushing the other side. Slum is playing like extremely methodical game. He knows, it's like playing literal against, like if he has one recipe how to play arena, and he's just playing step by step by that recipe.
Yeah, build order tutorial video.
Yeah. And it's working for him. Like he's likely winning master, or like so far he's winning master so far in a6 with that. When he's not using his best saves. Yeah, and DauT will likely lose the castle. Well, no. This is good. Like this one, BBC saving the castle of DauT on the left side. That's really huge.
Yeah. And DauT also took down Slam Castle on that side as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I see. Yeah, this is good for DauT there. He's holding the castle. Oh my, barely. It was 200 HP. Now Slam is repairing. Okay. Maybe this castle will go down. Behind us in the middle there's Skim vs Skim fight, but DauT has their castle. And Slam is pushing the castle on the left side, which I guess should be his next target.
Yeah, he's pushing both castles on both sides.
Yeah, and now he's killing with the BBC. Like all of a sudden there's one BBC and he's killing both traps.
Is this a misclick from DauT? He's doing hand cannons.
It has to be misclick. There's no point for him.
All these mistakes this player are making, and I'm speechless.
Oh, and big BBC shots. Yeah, the torsion engines is doing the job there for Slam.
Yeah.
And yeah, he will kill the castle on the left side. He's already killed the castle on the right side, meaning that DauT lost all the position there. Like there weren't too many resources, but simply losing more and more map control. They're obviously unable to take this stone really. Now this gold. This castle on the left side, there's no way that Slam can keep this one. And Slam is now switching it.
The thing about Byzantines is that they get up to the next age to imp much quicker. Like Slam is in the position that Byzantines want to be in, where they can do this to their opponents.
Yeah.
But I don't know if DauT thought that if I do 4 TCs, I can maybe reach imp at the same time because I can go up with less rest. But then again, Slam just went up quicker, and with Boo, like.
Yeah, like he did the job to get the map control there. And also, Slam has really good BBC macro. Like what really decided this game was not really the difference in the playstyle, but was that Slam had way better BBC macro and is doing the damage with this.
Cataphracts on the trap there.
Yeah, Slam also losing their one BBC, but a bit sloppy. And like the thing is that DauT still has 180 population, and he still has 5 relics. He has now earned them in the more defensive monastery, so this is far from over. Still, but. Yeah, actually,
I don't know if I like
this.
I don't know if I like this approach of like making this many villagers early on when you can instead use that early imp to push, and like it's not like you can't make villagers after that. Yeah. Still make wills. You can still get good eco.
Yeah, I mean, surely this is working for Slam. Well, like this approach, but Slam is losing the BBCs there, and this is really sloppy. Like. I mean, he's still pushing, he's still in the driving seat, he's still 30 more population, he has now more military, and he should kill the castle on the left side. DauT is going for elite cataphracts, but he will only have one castle to produce those from, and Slam should mix their arbalest, and he's doing that, so I'm not sure that elite cataphracts will really do it. He's trying to keep that castle alive, but that will never happen. That castle is going down, and also, the light cast will actually do some damage there for Slam. He can, with the Ethiopians, you can even do Hussars. Obviously, don't have bloodlines, you don't have last attack, last armor. Oh, they're just not going for Tumbling, by the way.
He just wants a quick unit that he can make to harass some gold spots here and there.
Yeah. First, and also they will still tank quite some fire from the skirmishers. Like, not nearly as if they would have the last armor, because then they are getting 1 damage per skirmisher. Now they are taking 3, but still the light cast in the front will do quite some damage there. Okay, now the elite cataphracts may be moving in, but I don't like this for DauT. DauT now has to be doing traps to push this back of Slam. DauT has 1 more castle. There is no way that he will get 2 more castles. He has 100 stone, and he's not really considering any other stone piles. He will also be out of gold soon. He only has a bit left in his base, although 5 relics, that's obviously major help, and Byzantines don't need to add that much gold, but being pushed back on the left side. Like, it means that at least Slam has still lots of resources to work with, and Slam can switch into shotless, I believe. But well, there's the cataphracts, so maybe not.
Well, as you said, shotless destroy cataphracts, so...
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I said that if you have 7 to 1, 6 to 1, it's not working anymore, so... But well, I mean, Islam has 3 castles, right? No, only 2. Okay, now the
Going
third
for
one.
it here now.
You can kind of outproduce
Right.
that. Okay, we will see, but I think there's enough Arbalest in the back for Slam. Like, sure, DauT is going to push this one back, and DauT can throw this army for sure.
Artifacts are doing some work here.
Yeah, it's not as surprising. But I feel like it
Now the
wasn't
traps.
great for... Well, I mean, DauT... I want to say that DauT can throw some army regarding gold, because he still has gold and he has 5 relics. But he needs to... but he needs to keep that castle, and killing that castle of Slam is huge. Nice pushback there by DauT. And Slam now has 40 military. This is all of a sudden looking quite good for DauT. Slam doesn't have the gold control anymore to... Slam doesn't have enough gold to keep this one. It feels like DauT is finally in a good position. Yeah, I mean...
He has 10 cataphracts queued in that one castle.
Yeah, like he can queue from one castle forever with 5 relics. He's getting 150 gold per minute, and cataphracts cost like 75, so he can make 2 cataphracts every minute. That's like the
DauT
production.
is retaking the control of the gold in the front where the traps are, and a castle goes down there for Slam as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's also true, and also he's again taking the control on the right side. And Slam doesn't have the army. Now if Slam is forced into play... Also Slam cannot play pikemen. There is no point in making pikemen. Like light caps are doing literally the same against cataphracts as pikemen would. Yeah, Slam is behind in population, DauT is still 5 relics. I think we are kind of waiting for Slam to call the GG. This one big pushback with the cataphracts was really well played by DauT.
What do you think Slam should have done differently with this push here to get
I think Real wasn't that much of a strategy choice. It felt like a misplay there. Like at one point simply Slam lost his PVCs, and then Slam also didn't have enough Arbalest in the back. Like he likely should realize that he's facing elite cataphracts. You should see that there's quite some commitment by DauT, and in that case you need to have like 20 Arbalest. And if Slam would have their all-time 5 PVCs and 20 Arbalest in the back, I think he would be taking good trades. So it feels like the misplay was there, that like his unit composition wasn't optimal. Not really that he would be placing like castles or such on bad positions. Yeah, like all of a sudden there's 15 Arbalest and they are doing the job against the cataphracts. So this is what Slam needed before: skirmishes front, Arbalest back, and BBCs, and then he would be likely fine. And now there is no way.
This must be exhausting to play, like skirmishers versus skirmishers and BBC versus BBC.
Yeah, that's true.
I think DauT got it. He's coming forward with a castle on that gold. Slam's castle down here on the right side, I guess, of the map. He's going down where, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, DauT is having the full map control and Slam is calling the GG, so it's 1-1. Really good game there for both players.
Well, Slam made DauT work for it.
Yeah, that's well said. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Like Slam forced DauT to play his best in this game, and this pushback was really high level by DauT. So well played by DauT there, and yeah, we are in 1-1 situation. Still,
Right,
it's not...
give us permis now. Give us permis now.
Like, on the other hand, Slam still has really 6 civilizations left. Malay, Italians, especially like if you get Italy. The thing is that DauT kind of used Vietnamese and Byzantines, which is 2 really good civilizations, or like 2 solid civilizations against Italians. It still has Malay, which can be good versus Italians as well, but I think it's not as much of an advantage. But then like Italians versus Khmer is really good. Italians versus Cumans is so good. Italians versus Lithuanians is so good. Feels like Italians will only get really good matchups from now on. And the same goes with Turks. Like Turks, again, were like versus Malay maybe not the best, but then versus Byzantines and Vietnamese would be solid versus Turks, but then Turks can be really good against everything else.
Yeah, you got Sicilian versus Turk. Well, I guess Sicilians might and do kind of what you do when you try to counter the Janus push of massing the knights, since they got the Janus, the damage reduction.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so Slam now again hosting the lobby. I guess I will put it in the chat, but I guess it will as always take like a minute if before they will jump into the next game. Yeah, I think we can start guessing like what the players are going to play there. Because we know a bit more about their mindset. Slam now lost the game, it's 1-1. He still used online number 3 civilization, DauT still used better or like more powerful civilizations from his draft, so still quite an advantage for Slam in that regard. Turks, Italians, Saracen. I feel like, well, we will see. Slam could be going for the left side of his draft, like where his Spanish Burmese are. Wouldn't surprise me really. He could be also going for... I don't think that he wants to play Vikings now. Maybe he wants to change his style a bit. Like not really going the same as he did in the previous games.
Yeah.
But, well, DauT on the other hand... No, not really sure. Feels like DauT is likely going for something like Portuguese, Lithuanians right now. I'm not sure that he wants to keep using his number 1 to 4 civilizations.
Maybe Slam will test the waters with like a conk push before he does maybe a Janissary push, like see how DauTs react to it, and if he then picks Turks, he can either choose if he goes for like Janissaries or if he wants to go for the late in composition with Turks, for instance.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, I think Turks would be a solid choice there for Slam. Like Turks, Turks would likely be the... Turks should be really good against like Sicilians, Lithuanians, Portuguese as well, I think. Like Turks likely someone like 50-50 versus Malay. And likely should be better than Cumans and Khmer as well. So yeah, Turks likely versus Malay would be like the worst matchup that Slam can get, but it won't be as bad. Anyway, so yeah, going for Turks definitely makes sense there. I think Slam can also go for Italians, assuming the DauT can now go for this if like Cumans or Lithuanians. So I would like to see Italians for Slam, maybe a bit more than Turks right now, but we will see.
It also depends on how comfortable Slam is with Turks. Like he could only ban Aztecs and Britons, and he knows that DauT likes his Janissary push, so maybe early Turks pick is for him to just have that third ban to like not give Turks in the hands of DauT, for instance.
Yeah, that's actually a possibility. Yeah. Okay, yeah, they're no. I guess they just started. Because I don't see the lobby anymore. Yeah, they just started the game, and it is Italians and Khmer. Oh, okay, I was quite correct this time, and this is really good read by Slam. Just make me... I don't know how Finor. Mod. I think you are now mod, Finor. Try to do something. Try to ban someone in the chat. Nice. Right. Do you have the game?
No.
Okay. I will again link the... Get in the lobby. Yeah, it's 1-1. I will show it on capture HV. Here's the correct score now. So we have the Italians versus Khmer. Let's update this on here. Okay, so it's using its number 3 civilization versus number 2 of Slam. So behind these players will only have number 1 civilization left, but DauT also used number 4 versus number 8. Interesting. Both players thinking quite similar in that regard, but this is very good matchup for Italians, I believe.
It will be interesting to see, because if Slam will go, because I don't think that with Italians he can go for the Slam approach that he did in the other games.
Yeah, he shouldn't play it this way, exactly. But
I think with Italians it makes sense to contest for the map and get those relics, maybe.
I don't think so. I think, I think Khmer is simply amazing regarding the map control, likely the best in the game, and I don't think it makes that much sense to like go for it. Although we will see. Maybe Slam will surprise us. Maybe Slam will go for the relics, but I don't think he really should. But I think it's a different situation compared to the previous games that. And then Islam has the way better civilization if the game goes light. Like Islam gets to Genoese and Hussar, there is nothing he could be scared of. So
Yeah.
I think for Islam it simply makes so much sense to like free TC boom, but he shouldn't be really going for like Arbalest and siege rams forward because I don't think they have siege rams. But he doesn't really need to be aggressive. I think he should be free TC, maybe in 4 TC booming this time, and just get to Genoese and Hussar, and like with BBCs defend for a while, and then get to his composition.
The counter argument to that can be that he will give up the map control to someone like Khmer, who have that sick farm eco, who can then push them early in imp maybe. And since he knows that he is composition independent on having a castle, like he doesn't want to get pushed early in imp. So I don't know. Maybe in my plebish mind, I think like just competing for relics is also like not giving up map control, for instance.
Yeah, but well, I think you will always lose the map control against Khmer, and DauT is committing a lot into map control. We saw it in the past. Like, I mean, it's up to Islam. We will see how Islam wants to play. Definitely an option to go for map control, but I wouldn't really like it too much, to say.
This was Masters of Arena 5. We would maybe see him open up with Genoese.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't see people open up unique units that much anymore.
Yeah, that's true. I think there were like 2 or 3 instances when people were opening Genoese against me in Masters of Arena 5. I remember ACCM, for example, did it. That was fun. Yeah, okay, so about the maps, yeah, I see that some people do like Khmer more, in the chat at least. Could they do what Islam has done every game and go Arban Ram as an... Well, I thought about it, Paolo. No, like, he could, but it's not DauT style. DauT isn't going to play it this way, I can tell you. But he could. 1 second. One second, guys.
Right, so I guess it's up to me to entertain you guys. Now we're seeing Slam is definitely gonna go for a smush share. You can see it, by the way, he's placing a lot of farms. He has not gone on gold yet. He's at 23 pop. That's a clear indication of all-in Monk Rush, which I think
I'm back.
is one of the best options versus Khmer. Oh, you're back.
I just got the last part of it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see what Islam is going 25. That could be commitment. Like, it feels like he's not doing the same as he did in previous game. Obviously 25 plus 2 he can still go for free TC boom, but he could do it even like 23 plus 2. So it doesn't look to be the same as the previous games. DauT is going for, let me get capture age, sorry about that. And DauT is going for 27. Okay, so Paporum style, the same opening as Paporum did. And yeah, DauT will go for the light caps for sure. Oh, and Islam is going for the rags this time.
Yeah.
Well, we will see how well it will go for him. Thing is that Islam has really too close to relics to him, so committing with some spearmen, some scouts, and getting those 2 relics is definitely possible. The other relics will be really tricky to get for Islam. So I think very likely Islam, depends on how much he commits, but I would say 2 relics is possible to get for him.
Well, maybe Slam wants to micro more early castle age this time. Not save it for the imp. You want to warm those fingers up, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Well, we will see if he's going for crossbows then. No, it should be stable. Here it is,
Yeah,
stable and blacksmith. All right, and DauT will. It should have, yeah, DauT will have absolutely no issues clicking up, and should be like less stable right away for him. Yeah, he's already sending the villager, making a house, and then this villager will make a stable. with 900 food going up. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now
almost identical castle age times.
Yeah,
Almost.
yeah. Slum there 1 more second of ILTC time, so that's the reason. But other than that, they are basically even. Slum went for 25 plus 2, DauT 27 plus 0. Two villages on gold for Slum. Most of the time you want to have their free. So I guess Slum should likely add their villager soon. Going for scout so far no. Okay, there's 1 spearman for scout, so for Slum, so Slum shouldn't expect that he's facing light caves based on that. And DauT will likely go for the light caves right away and then going for the monastery. If we will see how good Slums and DauT boom will be behind this, obviously as we said, Khmer are better for playing this way. So very likely that DauT will take some kind of an advantage.
Look at this now, look at this. Ooh,
Slum might go inside. I mean, he won't. We know that
he's
he won't.
holding the door open. He has the option now at least. Maybe he's waiting for the spearman. He's waiting for the spear. Maybe.
Oh, he's going in with everything.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's definitely mixing it up. That's
yeah. I told you, man. Map control.
I mean, those scouts will in the end will definitely die. We know that much.
Yeah, but it's
isn't scared as much to go for loam. He's going for a very defensive monastery because of it. And DauT is making their wall like a house that he can hop in with the villagers.
But like this might be like just buy Slam some time.
Yeah,
to,
exactly.
Like,
this is what Slum wants.
Relics.
Like, just get those 2 relics. And I can tell you that this is Slum's plan. And Slum is going for the villagers? No. Yes. No.
He's just entertaining the idea of like just to keep those scouts close to his own.
Yeah, I think he can jump though. He could go for the villagers, but well, this is so good for him. Like forcing those idle time, and those 5 light caves home. Like DauT cannot be sending light caves and microing at the front as well with this. Also, like the second TC is so delayed for DauT. At this point, he was at 500 wood because of it. It's working so well for Slum. And this first one is going defensive. This could be like 3 relics for Slum because of this.
Yeah.
This is so good for Slum. DauT should patrol in and kill those. I think this is the plan right now when he is the monk. Like Slum might need to jump on that. Slum is going for the monk and now he's... Oh, this is mismarked by DauT. And now Slum is going for the fight. And this is absolutely fine, like... 2 dead light caves for DauT. Like 2 dead light caves and a monk dead for DauT. But Slum behind this... Slum?
Where are the monks then?
Why is the monk? Why didn't monk didn't get a single relic for now?
He was too busy microing.
No, I'm a bit surprised about that one. Yeah, like still DauT. I thought that Slum will have a relic at this point already.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised by that.
But yeah,
well, he gets it though.
Still, it's I think it was second faster TC for Slum. Also, but now it's DauT with the third TC, and well, we will see. Slum is still mixing in some light caves, some spearmen, so his boom should be quite delayed since Italians aren't nearly as good as Khmer in going for that playstyle. So that's 1 relic for Slum. Second relic will happen as well. DauT cannot do anything about it. DauT now getting 1 relic for himself, and now we will be fighting for those 2 relics on the right side. Which Slum absolutely isn't giving up since he has more military than DauT does.
But TC comes up on the gold for Slam.
Yeah.
Oh, the monks, DauT.
Yeah, that's... Oh, but Slum is going back.
Oh, he could...
But well, now Slum could see that the relic is picked up.
Yeah, he should just make a U-turn. He could have, would have, should have.
Yeah, he can go. He's now trying to fight this one. And after all, I think Slum should get the third relic.
This is good for Slam, like I think with this map control that he has, and not giving up that map control to the Merlite Cats.
I mean, it feels like he should lose the map control in the end, because DauT is still making more and more light gas. DauT wants the map control, and with Mare he should likely get it. So I think in the end DauT will get it after all, but yeah, Slum is doing a good job. If he gets 3 relics, it's a major advantage for him, like something that I didn't expect. And also he's not as behind in the boom, like now 5
Oh,
villages.
no. Holding the gate open.
Nice played by Slum.
I hate that. I also hate when you have a gate or a gap in the wall and all the traps park in the gap.
Oh, but this will be 2 dead monks. But the Slum just needs to... Where's the... Okay, the monk is going... I think this monk will die, but the other will carry the relic to the monastery. Like it's an Olympic torch.
Yeah, this goes down.
Yeah, but now this monk will do it.
But he's
Oh,
weak.
and there's... Okay. This can be tricky. Islam should commit against... I think this should be both hands down. This is so good for Islam.
Let's go. There we go. And now with the spears here.
Yeah. I mean, this is like real low HP light kills. I really like Islam's position, I have to say. Didn't expect this to go so well for him. But behind this, one of the things that happened there was simply going inside. It was a great decision by Islam that allowed him to get into this position.
Yeah, he definitely saw DauT do, like, this is kind of what you see in the top play. Like, players utilizing on the smallest mistake you can make.
Yeah, well, DauT is going for the 5 DCs. Like maybe that was what DauT took from the first game, right? Okay, I was playing 4 TC. Yeah, okay, and last... Okay, then I have to play differently. And last game he played 5 TC, and he realized it's working.
Maybe add the 6th one. Like...
So far he's on 5, and well, he was buying stone. Okay, so he would have to buy more stone for the more TCs. Slum seems to be going up faster to aim. He could be already clicking up if he would not go for handguard, and he would take you some villages.
He got a nice good stone count here as well.
Yeah, should be a castle for sure. And he should be, if he's faster than DauT to aim, then he's in good position. Like, sure, DauT will have better eco, he's already 12 villages ahead. But DauT DauT has wheelbarrow and Slum has handguard, so that's one of the things. Also, Slum has spare relics versus 2, so that's another thing. And Slum will be faster to aim, that's the most important thing.
I mean, with the Khmer farms, DauT could idle for 3 seconds and he can click.
Oh, Slum doesn't have horse collar. That's true, that's a good catch, guys. Yeah, well, okay.
I think it's the build order part of the new meta that Slam
Yeah,
well.
Exactly. Well, I'm not sure when Slum... Okay, Slum realizes it. Going for the horse collar now. A bit too late, but...
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like he made 30 farms before.
Yeah, I mean, you usually want to get it before you have around 32 farms suburbs.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Slum knows the numbers and he said, oh, 31 farm. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Slum knows...
Getting heavy ploys straight after, just to make sure. Just... Okay.
Well, Slum is going for... Oh, is he going to trap there? This is so good.
And then with a monk, please get the conversion.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, that was just deserved conversion. Okay, well, Slum is going for the Genoese. Makes sense. I liked it opening for him. He's going for yes. So far, he's not committing into any. Slum, you don't need to play aggressive this though. Though he's playing ranges, he's playing Arbalest. Like, if Slum is going forward with the castle, then he might lose the game to Arbalest drums. This is not great. I think Slum. I mean, this castle isn't too aggressive though, but Slum needs to make sure that he's not losing to Rams.
If we can take anything from Slam, he's gonna delete that castle and build it 3 tiles more back. I think from the previous games.
Yeah, that's possible actually.
He's just gonna wait for DauT impact. Now he can't.
Well, still Jenny is from one castle and he's going for Mangonel from the other one, and he's going for BBCs right well, like chemistry, which should be BBCs. Obviously BBCs can defend against the Rams, but it will be chemtrails.
Oh, look at what DauT has in his siege workshop.
Yeah, it's chemtrails, yeah, I saw it. Might be tricky, like Slum. If Slum would be now switching into Hussar, I would really like his position, but well, he has, first of all, Slum has only 27 farmers. Slum needs to get way more farm eco. I'm not sure, I'm really scared for Slum's position there, in the middle. And if he's losing the castle, all of a sudden he's in troublesome position, because he's going for the unique units.
Yeah,
and he doesn't really have anything else.
Like those castles are production building he needs.
And DauT is going for it. DauT is moving in with the 5 captains. Well,
is
he's
he?
going into
Or is he?
base.
I think he's going on the side that Slam is naked, maybe.
Yeah, actually, that's not the worst idea that I've ever heard. Slum forced to make their third castle, but I don't think the first castle should be in any better position than here, actually. So I think that's absolutely fine. And Slum doesn't have a counter now. Slum is going for the few Genoese, but he doesn't have their Onagers, he doesn't have their BBCs. A couple of Genoese won't do it, when they are, especially when they are not elite.
This is looking rough.
Yeah, it feels like Slum is that. I don't see what Slum wants to do from this one. He's not really getting the upgrades, but this is like, this can work if you are mixing in the Hussars fast enough. But it not there. Slum simply doesn't have the Onagers.
Not with 18, 17 farms.
Yeah, that's true. He cannot, like, I know he would need way more farm eco for this to work. Like those couple of mangonels can definitely help there. Don't get me wrong, but simply I'm not sure that it's enough.
I mean, he's counting on getting some lucky shots here.
Well, I mean, so far he's doing good job there with this, and he's kind of holding. I'm quite impressed with it one. Onages would really help Slum. Like getting there Onages would be so huge for him.
He doesn't have the eco for the upgrade. Like his farms are.
Yeah, so he's trading his Genoese. That's really not something you want. Slum, you need these Genoese. They will be
and now
Hussars.
the Rams are coming for the castle now.
Yeah, and DauT also is waiting for the siege Rams. I don't. Slum shouldn't be trading his Genoese ever at this point. And it feels like Slum doesn't have the farm eco. It feels like it's game over. If Slum would have 50 farms right now and he would be able to mass Hussars, then I don't see how DauT could win it. But without those, I don't see Slum holding this. Still no siege Rams. DauT is preferring other upgrades right now, but he's now getting the ranges, he's getting more stable, he's just pushing. This is what I said, like Slum made himself kind of exposed with this forward castle. That's kind of what he's paying for right now, and also he's not going for any counter. Like, of course that you can play Genoese versus Hussars Arbalst. There's no way.
And he's in the position now where he has to choose. Does he want to focus the mangonels on the Rams or on the skirmishers?
Yeah, this is game over. Slum doesn't have the... Slum is going for Genoese, but he doesn't have even elite. He has 19 farms. I don't know what Slum is thinking. Bit surprised about his game there. Condottiere versus siege Rams? Well, Condottiere would do something for him. I was thinking that would be potentially the way for him. He's going for stables though, so it will be Latkas. Yeah, I think Condottiere wouldn't be the worst thing, mostly, but he doesn't have the food to go even for those.
Other light cap comes in for the DPCs, but
yeah, but well, this is why I mean there's still enough Genoese, but this is why you don't want to be trading those Genoese, because there will be soon Hussars. DauT is losing all his army under castle though. That's not the best move I've seen by him today. Like, I'm surprised that DauT isn't winning this game by now. And also, Slum just lost their castle in his position, and he's rebuilding it in the exact same position.
Yeah, he thought that's a good castle place. I want it there.
He will lose it again, and then he will make it there again.
It was like, I thought I placed the castle there.
Yeah, there's a good view from this castle, like all the stones, the woods nearby. I like it.
Yeah. Well, if you see the foundation, you actually put it 3 tiles back from where the first one was.
Oh yeah.
So.
Well, the thing is, they do skirmishes without the. Oh, they have the last armor. Okay, I thought that the Khmer skirmishes don't have the last armor. Like.
Oh, look at this castle of DauT on the right side there.
Yeah, it feels like DauT is in such a dominant position.
He can cut there with the ballista elephants and Slam's eco, like, doesn't have that many farmers, for instance.
Yeah, but well, Slam is getting, honestly, I thought that the game is way more over than it is, because Slam somehow got the time, somehow got defended this push with Mangonels before, and now if he's getting to number of Genoese plus BBCs and now getting the Hussar numbers, then he's again getting the better composition. And Slam is absolutely careless with his army, I have to say, which might not be optimal for him.
Slam is gonna lose his castle on the right there.
Yeah, but that's true, but well, still, if he has one castle, if he has the Genoese numbers, I think he can do it. But he would need the Hussar switch ASAP, which he's doing right now. He's still getting the upgrades. Only has 1 armor. Yeah, surely Slam would need 1 more castle. That would definitely help him there. But like the score is really close. I mean, yeah, DauT has full map control, but Slam has still 170 population. Slam needs to get farm eco, and he needs to get the Hussar numbers. DauT is going for more aggressive castles. Like, it feels like DauT has too much map control to lose this game, but Slam is going for the stronger army, and also 3 relics. That's well, 2 for now.
And this is gonna kill Slam, because now DauT is placing a castle where he built 2 castles previously. So.
Yeah, like, you mean the psychological advantage is too huge from that?
Yeah, it's the 105 castle.
Well, DauT is jumping on those BBCs, but simply the Genoese are so good. This is why Slam shouldn't be trading a single Genoese against skirmishes in the start of the game. Like, he should be so careful with those. Because if he has no Ferde and if he gets the Hussars of his own, then he can push this back so easily. Basically, Khmer Arbast are really far from optimal. They don't have tampering. There is no going for the raids though. Obviously, Slam being open, kind of open on the right side, and also pushed up the gold is hurting him. But Slam still has decent population.
Yeah, but DauT just has to take down that castle of Slam.
Yeah, which likely will happen.
Like, he's
and
moving
the thing is that
with
those are
3 trebs here.
Those are still not elite Genoese.
Yeah. And he got 3
there's not
trebs.
as much difference between elite and normal regarding most stats, but still he would definitely need elite at this point. And I don't think Slam doesn't have the last armor on those light kills. That's also so major.
He's gonna lose that cast. The arbalests are in front. Like, if he wants to snipe those trebs, it's gonna cost him so much.
There's 10 population, 10 military for Slam. Game is over. It feels like Slam misplayed this with those forward castles this game. I really felt that Slam has a good position, but Slam misplays it with those forward castles and simply really light Hussar switch. Like, he should be playing either on Onagers or Hussars faster, but he did neither, and then he lost too much to Arbalest and Siege drums or kept drums. And now he's going for super forward castle. Although I was playing it well, I have to say, but felt a bit sloppy by Slum. Likely the worst game that he showed so far in the finals.
I mean, if you're going for unique units from Castle, I think like maybe it's not the best idea to push with Castle since you're kind of letting go of your production buildings if they get taken down.
Yeah, well, to be fair, he wasn't really pushing with the castles, but still, his castle was a bit exposed, right? He was going for the map control
Yeah.
with the castles, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Slum, I think this is also a spot where it's easy to say no, but I wouldn't hate if Slum is going for the 4 TCs. Because if you want to go for unique units, like French unique units and Hussars, and you kind of need both with Italians to work, then it feels better to go for the 4 TCs. So I think this is a mistake of Slum there, and simply not going for the 4 TCs means that he was behind in the farm eco, and before he got the light cap numbers, he was struggling too much. Well, yeah, Slum definitely should have more farm eco. That was the biggest mistake of him in this game. Agreed. Okay, so it's number. Okay, so this is the draft that we have there. It's 2-1 for DauT. Malay, Cumans, Portuguese, Lithuanians, Sicilians, and Turks, Saracens, Vikings, Spanish, Burmese. Okay, so I will leave you there with the draft, and I will be back in like 3 minutes.
I'll go get something to drink real quick. What do you think, chat? What civs will we see next? Benor, what civs do you think we'll see? We can just pick what civs we think we'll see, and then we absolutely know that the players will pick the opposite. Yes, hello, Marine. I think Turks, that's... Yeah, Turks is good. Vikings versus Cumans, that's actually... yeah. That would be an interesting matchup. Two civs who has really good eco as well. To be honest, I'm kind of curious if we will get to see Slam. And of course, it's me saying this, but I'm wondering what Slam has in mind with Burmese, or if he picked it because he doesn't want to play against it. But like some of the more clownier civs, like Portuguese, Turks, Burmese, Spanish. I'll be curious to see what these players will do with them. For instance, if Slam goes for Spanish, will he do like a conch opening and boom behind it, or will he go 1 TC conchs, for instance? Okay, officially Bialo with the inside knowledge here. I'm guessing Bialo has like 4 or 5 different streams open on his Batman Batcave computers. Always appreciative if I go to another stream and I see Bielo is there, and I'm like, I got someone I know in the chat there. Now I can feel more relaxed here. Yeah. I'm curious, are we going to see the famous Vikings triple monastery opening from Slam? We all know Vikings is a really good smush sip. Yeah, I think we're into something, Bialo. Yeah. Oh. Cirques and Rampush. That would actually be kind of cool to see. Yeah, I would love to see that actually. I'm not biased of Vikings because it's the civilization of my home country, but I just wish they had better monks. Then I could be a proud Viking player, but Finner, what would be the civ of your home? You're from oh no, I'm not gonna guess again, but I guess it was you're from Ireland, right? So what would be the equivalent of the Irish civ?
Right, guys, sorry.
Would it be Celts? Right, he's back. And just entertaining the chat in the meantime.
Explaining them how to monk rush.
Yeah, now me and Bialo are guessing that we'll see the famous Viking triple monastery opening.
Okay, but I see Turks versus Cumans. This is actually a really good matchup, and they started 1 minute ago, so we're not missing too much. Right. So Turks versus Cumans. So Slam using number 1, 2, 3, and civilizations. DauT is going for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay.
Yeah, Bialo guessed right that Slam wants a victory now, so he's going for the Turks.
Yeah, number 1 civilization for him. Let's go. Okay, and the Central Lake in the chat. Here we go. Right, so this is a really interesting matchup. I feel like Turks has the advantage there, quite a major one, because they have the better composition in the light imp with the CAs and Hazar, and also Cumans simply strongest when they like the early imp with their traps and keep checks, but Turks simply being able to start with BBCs right away in imp, that's such a big advantage against the push of Cumans.
Yeah, and also like I don't know who discussed it, but the thing about Cumans also is that all you have to do is kind of like, I think it was Sturp who mentioned that with versus Cumans, you need to deny their second castle, the one that they want to place forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
And with Turks, that might be viable with the light caps, with extra pierce armor maybe.
That's true. Like if humans go for the 2DC boom, then how I like to play versus them is simply like simply Hazard opening, because Hazard opening will do so much against their early keep checks. So yeah, that's definitely a possibility. Therefore, Turks, we will see how much Slam wants to commit into my control, and we will also see if DauT is going for the trash plus second TC, right?
Yeah.
Just a scare plus 9 push. No, just for who? Turks or humans? It feels like more like for. Did you want to playing humans this way? Oh, okay.
Didn't we see this matchup already? Didn't we see Slam play Turks versus humans where he made spears, and I don't remember what series that was again.
That sounds familiar to me, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure really.
Where humans went for Trush and he went for a counterattack with Rams and Turkish spears and knights.
Vodka, maybe it was. No, it wasn't versus Vodka. It was.
Oh, it was later.
It was later. Yeah, it was versus Tato. Yeah, it was versus Tato in the second round. Yeah, you are right. So we will see if DauT will go for that approach, but so far
he's sending a fourth villager to it.
Yeah, but DauT was idling there for 10 seconds. Idling his DC. It's pretty sloppy. DauT's going for 21. And this is really far from great BO by DauT. Going for 21 with humans, that's way too late. And going for like 10 seconds idle TC time is also not optimal. Even if, regardless if you are going for trash or not, this is not a great BO. So DauT isn't on stone yet, so I guess it won't be the trash into boom, but we will see what he has instead in mind.
Do you think DauT will put down 5 TCs this game as well?
I would be surprised if he's staying with 2. Let's put it this way.
Yeah, like he thinks that, alright, I can go 4 TCs, but I got that first one in Feudal Age for almost free, so...
yeah. Well, I mean, so far he went one time 4 TC and he lost, and then he went twice 5 TC and he won. So I guess it's pretty simple what decision he should be doing.
6 TCs.
Right. Well, Slam is in his base with the StarCout, although now he's in Feudal, so this is the reason why Slam was staying in his base only. Slam is going for the Rax. I'm not sure that this is the correct decision. Like, does Slam believe that he has the worst civilization here? That he needs to be pushing in Castle Age? Because, like, maybe Slam is afraid because he has forward map, he has forward stone, and also extra forward gold. So maybe Slam feels that with this map there is no way that he defends versus humans, and that's why he wants to be pushing, but I don't think it's the correct decision if that's the case. We will see. Also behind this DauT, second TC on gold, so we will see his boom. As we said, it's not great BO so far, but well, it shouldn't be the worst either. So now killing 1 villager. He cannot go for alone, so it has to be 2 villagers. There's the stable and there's the blacksmith. Here we go. Slam. Okay, there's the second villager. Yeah, Slam is going really fast, like 25 plus 2 with jerks. That's still really fast. So
he got 3 on gold now as well.
Yeah, that could.
And he's doing loom and he's sending a 4th one to gold.
Okay, so Slam is going for the push, but I don't think that this is a good decision. Like, experienced command player should defend this one almost every time. And once again, I don't think that Slam needs this. He has the better composition in him. He has easier time getting into his composition. He's not really afraid of 2 TC. Cumin boom. I don't understand why Slam is playing it this way, and I think he's misplaying it.
I'm also curious to why he did loom when he already has like a barrack and a stable.
Yeah, because he could definitely go up. I'm not sure, but it has to be aggression for Slum. With those many villages on gold, there is no way. So it
Just
would be,
wants to annoy DauT and just interrupt the 2 TC boom. Just
yeah,
like
Slum is going for the knight mangonel play. We will see how well it's going to go for him. Also, we will see when, yeah. So okay, now DauT sees the spearman, and that spearman should definitely catch his attention. Because there is almost no way that Slum would go for spearman if he's only going for monks.
DauT is on gold and is putting down the market.
Yeah, I guess DauT knows that there is something happening and he wants to go up really fast.
Yeah.
It's not going for the blacksmith. 3 villages forward for Slum. Like he wants to put their zero shop right away there. I'm not sure about this Slum. I'm not sure. Okay, DauT is now going on stone, so he still wants to defend with keep checks, which is likely the correct decision. And he's going to idle. DauT is going to idle his TCs to go up ASAP.
Yeah, he's going 6 on stone there.
Yeah.
7.
I'm really not happy how Slum is playing this one.
Forward monastery as well.
Yeah, like obviously there will be lots of pressure. Like this can get crazy very soon, and Slum can win it this way. But Slum is on. I mean, DauT is on his way to Castle Age. He knows
I
that
love this.
he is facing the forward pressure.
He's even attacking with the villagers on the walls because it's few walls.
Yeah. Well, the ram he will get in really fast though. Yeah, that's the thing. But DauT is so good at defending under like defending and booming under pressure. This is biggest.
But if Slam can just get some villager kills, he would definitely have evened out the human advantage a little bit. Don't you think?
Yeah, but like obviously if he can get some villages that would be nice, but I don't think that this will really happen. I'm really sure that he will get too many villages, and he's still 15 villages behind at this point. And 1 TC, like the moment DauT will be Castle Age, he will have 2 TCs working versus 1, so Slum needs to kill a lot with this. Slum is killing his own ram, by the way.
Yeah, nice. That's definitely a good move in a position like this. So I like that.
His ram is...
I just love it when pro players
to killing
play
his
like
mangonel, his knight. Like killing that market is good, but I'm not sure that this is enough for Slum. There's a defensive castle for DauT. Like DauT isn't really under too much pressure so far. He might lose the DC, but then there will be enough keep checks, and there was 15 villages ahead. This is what Slum is doing isn't working. I would be really surprised if Slum can pull anything away from this one and win the game. Slum is going for the market now. He wants to balance his eco. Like there still is lots of working farms on the back TC, so yeah, he will be pushed out the front TC maybe. But yeah, simply with keep checks, I think DauT will clean this one. At one point, I think DauT will definitely clean this one, and then he will be very ahead with the eco. Slum can now go for the second TC, which is what he's doing, but he didn't do definitely enough in this game. Like, I mean, if he's killing that TC of DauT...
and DauT is sniping the monk from Slam, trying to win the relic as well.
Really
from that
nice.
one opening scout, that's good.
It's really good for DauT. Like, if Slum can kind of out-micro those mangonels of DauT. But the thing is that there are also keep checks. The keep checks should do so much. DauT trying to get their ground shot. I mean, those mangonels are doing something to DauT, I have to say. Already killed a villager. pushing towards the siege workshop. And the thing is that those keep checks, well, like the ball of keep checks that DauT will make there will be soon real strong. DauT is doing a really good job with the Mangonel. Killing a Scorpion there.
Yeah,
killing a Mangonel,
Scorpion,
and this is GG right there. But with those trades with the Mangonel and now with the keep checks, yeah, DauT is ahead with the map control right now, because those keep checks cannot be matched anymore. Slam
is going on stone without the mining camp as well.
Oh yeah.
He loves that long distance mining though, but I don't know how efficient it is.
Well, I mean, he made an outpost. He made like 2, so I guess he wanted to. He needed to take some stone before making TC.
Yeah, that's true.
But he's still 20 villages behind. I mean, yeah, there is some one TC versus 2. But the thing is that DauT likely will get most of the relics, because Slam is making the monastery forward, and the monastery didn't achieve really anything in this game. If he would at least have them defensive, then he would be mostly having relics at this point. This army of DauT is... this army of Slam is going to die for sure. Behind this Slam is free TC though at this point, so Slam will... Well, catching up in the eco, it will still take quite some time. There's no rebooming, he's getting second TC. This is looking really good for Slam. For DauT.
I think Slam has been really unlucky with when he chooses to play his Turks, that he can't utilize on what Turks does best, because both times he's been up versus human players, and it worked for him versus Tat though. But
yeah, I mean, it's true that this isn't greatest matchup that Slam could get, but I think humans are good in this matchup. I think they have quite a major advantage soup-wise, but not if you play them this way. Like, after all, the game is still far from over. DauT doesn't really have great eco. He has now 7 on farms. DauT has now 2 TCs. Yes, he's 10 villages ahead. And he has wheelbarrow, so Slam is 10 villages behind and minus wheelbarrow. But also Slam got a relic, and Slam has the free TC, so he might catch up soon in the eco. But I still dislike how Slam is playing this one. And the thing is that DauT can now go for the kill. DauT is going for keep checks. DauT will likely make 2 petards, and then he's running into Slam's base.
yeah,
and Slam knows it. And like another thing is that DauT, like Slam is heavy on stone because he sees the danger of DauT going forward and placing a castle like in front of the stone.
Yeah.
So DauT is Slam is heavy on stone, and he wants to avoid that with his own castle.
DauT already has a ram out to clean out the forward buildings.
Yeah, I mean actually for that ram makes sense. But I think petards would be optimal choice there for DauT. And like that's the only thing that he could be afraid of. That Slam is outbooming him, and that Slam is getting uncontested boom, and then Slam has the better imp composition. So yeah, DauT is now going for the relics, so we'll have advantage in that regard as well.
Oh, he's sending villagers out.
Which means a castle, right against Slam's castle, but this is not great for DauT. Like, so far both players have 23 farmers, so there's a good chance that they will go very similar uptime to imp, and then obviously the traps and BBCs of Turks can win this quite nicely. I don't think that this is good castle for DauT at all. Slam should be very happy about that one. Oh, Slam had a wheelbarrow queued, and now he is cancelling that, and he's selling everything. He wants to go imp ASAP.
Okay.
But DauT is doing the same. Yeah, so Slam should be clicking up faster, but DauT can balance his eco and can buy a lot of food.
Slam is on his way up.
And with the BBCs he should be fine, but we will see how much can the keep checks do here. But I guess not too much. There is a house wall. Some might even wall towards like mining camp. and maybe
Yeah,
even
but
second
those
player.
are with that human speed on those Kipchaks. Like, sure, they might take some hits on the TCs or the castle, but like if they get in, it's a problem.
Yeah, for sure. Like, and this is what Slum is trying to avoid. Like, he's making there more layers. He knows that if there will be just open, the DauT is likely risking his skip checks and running into Slum space, and then it could be over. I'm not sure how good are keep checks versus something like houses. So how fast will they are quite good, I have to say.
They're doing good work.
Yeah, okay, so Slum has to react to this.
Defensive TC.
I'm not sure about this villager. Oh, yeah. Interesting TC position for sure. Yeah, you don't really see TC blocks too often. But there, I mean, it makes sense for Slum. Some really unusual play. Like the score is showing kind of the picture of the game though.
It's capped ram already. From DauT, that one ram.
And there's just so many keep checks there for DauT. And also the rams will likely kill the castle of Slum. And behind this, DauT is 20 villages ahead because DauT was going for the free.
And he's getting a second castle up in front.
Yeah. Like obviously the Slum should win the third war, but yeah, DauT is not running game.
Two more. Look at these TCs coming down from Slam.
Slum. Someone should tell Slum that he's not Burgundians. Well, just won't really do it there for him. Yeah, there's no way that Slum can recover from this one. But it was really the push that was not really greatly played by Slum.
So nasty because what army is he making now? He's not making.
Don't ask me. Well, he's calling it GG. I'm not sure what army he should be going for.
I think that's by far one of the most entertaining Turks pushes I've seen this tournament so far.
Oh yeah.
One of the famous Turks pushes.
Like, this is really, but I would understand if Slum would feel that he has the worst civilization then and that he cannot contest the humans in this one. But with Turks is one of the civilizations that have far better unit composition and imp. They can deal with the early imp of humans because of their BBCs. I don't know, this is really like sport which Slum shouldn't be going for this strategy. And humans,
I think maybe Slam is just really uncomfortable playing against the human boom. Like,
yeah.
He might not know how to deal with it, and his like Arabia, like maybe from encountering them on Arabia, he thinks that the best thing to do is to go FC and push them and deny the boom. But,
that's
on
true.
Arena, it might be another animal. So.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly on Arabia, you want to play against them this way, because if you are not contesting the human boom, then what will happen? They will go to Castle Age and they will keep spamming like from free stables, and they will get the map control. And they will keep pushing you. But on Arena, you have walls, and it's more about the imp unit composition, which Turks have better. This is not optimal by Slum, and this is why DauT is leading 3-1, and this is starting. It's looking really dicey for Slum there, because Slum used Turks, Italians, and Ethiopians. He didn't win a single game with those three, and what he's going to face now is maybe Malay and DauT is third. Is it like Spanish time for Slum and trying to go all in? Like, Slum needs 3 wins, and he has Bremen, Spanish, Vikings, and Saracens for those.
To be honest, in Slam's position, like you say, Spanish, Slam needs a free win.
Yeah.
But maybe in his mindset, he is more comfortable of going something like Vikings and going for Vikings or Saracens and going for a strategy that he is much more comfortable with, which is the one we have seen previously with the early boom into Rams and Arbalest and push from there.
Yeah, that could be.
Like,
I mean, surely that could be Slum's plan right now. He could also he could do for Vikings or Saracens for that, but also he needs to get a win, at least one with either Burmese or Spanish. So
yeah.
Slum has to win 3 games right now. DauT has 3 match points to be the Masters of Arena 6 champion. So far, DauT's tournament score is 22-1. I don't know. I don't. Then it will look like DauT is just so dominant on Arena and that no one can stop him. Well, this was well played by DauT though. Like he played it really clean. Nothing bad about DauT and how he played this game. He played exactly as he should. He realized what was coming. He did the perfect defense against it, and yeah, he had a nice micro. It's really easy to micro keep checks, but DauT did everything perfectly and won this game and deserved to win it. But Slum simply strategy misplay. I cannot put it different.
Okay. I got a feeling that we're gonna see LA for DauT and maybe Vikings or Saracens from.
Yeah, I think Malay Spanish is my guess.
Okay. Get the bets in the chat, people.
Okay, they are in the lobby. Honestly, like on the other hand, I wanted like long semi-final between DauT and Baborum, but if I would imagine that they would finish basically like about now, or that we would be after 1 game between Slum and DauT, then I'm kind of happy that it was 4-0.
DauT is not having it with a long series. He's like, no, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah, that's true.
I already had to play the qualifiers. I want to end this. I want to get back to queuing Arabia versus Wong.
Alright, let's see if the players are going for that. Yeah, they're still in the lobby. Yeah, okay, so well, this is the draft. I would say maybe, I don't know who has the advantage really with like those 4 civilizations versus 4 civilizations, but I know that Malay is the best civilization overall in this draft and left, and yeah, it's going to be ugly for Slum.
I don't think we're gonna see Donkey Monk time. Like, nothing about Slam's playstyle to this date has given us any indication of we're gonna see Donkey Monk. Unless it's super quick. 3 TC boom into Donkey Monk.
Alright, let's see what they are facing, what they are playing there. And they are in the game, and I see Sicilians for DauT, and is it Saracens?
Yeah.
We are both
Saracens
absolutely wrong.
Saracens? No, I said either Vikings or Saracens.
Okay.
I'm picking 2 civs to be safe.
Okay. So it's Sicilians. Number 8 pick for DauT. Where's the Saracens? Best, I would say arguably the best save that Slum has left. And I don't think it's a bad matchup. I think Saracens likely with the advantage over Sicilians. So that could be very playable for Slum. But I think he needs to be very careful about Sergeants in this one.
And we know what you would do in this situation. You would boom into Mamelukes, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know me too well to.
I'm in your stream, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not really sure. I guess I would play really fast Arpalas there. Well, I guess, but it shouldn't work versus Sergeants.
Yeah, the peers are like, I used to tend to say that the Sicilians is the new Goths. They're kind of like what Goths used to be. Or with the Sergeants is the new Husky.
Yeah, I guess that's a possibility. When like Sergeants really perform so well against the Archers from what I saw. It feels like you need to be playing HC there against them.
Now, do you think that Slam maybe thought of a strategy that Modri did against him yesterday. And he went for champs and onagers.
Oh, champs and onagers.
Saracens.
Well, I don't think that it would really work if you are seeing surgeons. Surgeons should be eating gems for breakfast. Yeah, I'm not sure what really how you should play this one as Saracens. I think Sicilians should be playing surgeons for sure, but Saracens feels like HC Hazard maybe. What is this mod TC? I think if you go well, if there
should be a TC mod command for it.
Yeah.
But most likely we will, like, I kind of bet that we will see Slam go for the approach that he did the earlier 3 sets maybe. That's would be my prediction this game.
Yeah, like he could be going for that. Yeah, I wouldn't hate it. We will see.
And with Saracens, it fits its style well as well, that he can use that market to balance out the eco.
Yeah, that's true. We will see how Slam wants to play this one, but you are right about that one. Oh, but I'm not sure if Sicilians can be fast enough to match this one with potential surgeons. So we will see.
But it's that first crusade bullshit. Like, you know that DauT is gonna put down 5 TCs regardless. So why don't pick a civ where you can get instant army on the side, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Like for DauT's playstyle, Burgundians and Sicilians are optimal, I guess. And maybe Britons because you have the cheaper TCs.
Yeah. So this can be interesting if both players are going for a style that they think fits themselves best.
Yeah.
It'll be a battle of style.
We will see if
we'll see.
If Slam is going for the second Lumbercamp or if he wants to play only one. Yeah, I think both options are possible. Slam is going for more though. Slam is going 24. If he would be going for the market, he could easily go like 22. He's going for gold. He's going for second Lumbercamp, okay. I'm not sure what Slum is doing. Slum is going 25. Okay, that seems that Slum wants to contest the map control with light gas. Which I guess isn't the worst decision ever, but it won't be the boom that he did in the first game. Champions are okay versus surgeons if you have enough production. Okay. I would assume that they won't, but I didn't really see them. So I will take your word for that. So it's 25 up for DauT and 26 for Slam. That should be light guess. 26 in market with Saracens should be light guess play. Cannot really see anything else. But well, with Slam it's possible that he's going for archers as well. But I would be surprised to see anything else. And DauT is going for the Rax, yeah, that makes sense for him. This time DauT has really poor map though. Like if Slam is playing again very aggressive in early aim, then DauT's map with the forward stone, forward gold can be very tricky to defend. And thanks Bellum, we are also really enjoying this one, but thank you for the kind words. I see that there's like something okay. We are closing the tournament with this game. Maybe not. Maybe we can see 3 more games, or like 2 more after this one. But well, so far DauT is playing really well. I will also make some post history tomorrow.
What is DauT doing on the gold there?
Making stable. Oh, yeah. Why does DauT have 360? Because DauT isn't building the market. DauT isn't building the market. Oh, that's so huge.
What's this?
Yeah, DauT thought that he's building the market, but he has to stay there 1 more villager in feudal age, and he might be even idling a bit. Well, he shouldn't. He has there 4 villagers. Yeah, like DauT wants to buy again food to go up. He did this with Sicilians when he had Sicilians against Barbarum again, so it's not too surprising, but this is big screw up.
Slam is going on stone.
I think Slum will win this one. No, I'm not convinced about
Oh,
that one. Yeah, why is
Slam
Slum?
is going on stone.
Why is Slum going on stone?
Maybe you want to use the market. I
Yeah,
don't know.
well, yeah, yes, but I don't think it's worth for you
He's
to.
gonna open Mamelukes, man.
No, that's not going to happen. So I'm not sure what Slum is doing, and I'm not sure that Slum knows what he's doing, which is the worst thing. Spearman for Slum? Is it Spearman Monks? But that shouldn't be really great against Sicilians. So far it looks like Spearman Monk for Slum. We could also see Monk Rush. I would be surprised, but...
Wow.
Like, because I cannot really explain what Slum is doing. Why is he in... Like, the thing is...
He's building a stable now. He's building a stable now.
Okay, yeah, that feels like Slum doesn't know what he wants to do. Like, okay, you can be selling stone and buying food, but for that case, I don't understand where you are on gold. If you want to do this, like at this point, investing the 100 wood into mining camp is making this way less efficient.
I think we need Derp to explain this.
Yeah, that would definitely help. Oh, heavy CA. Okay, then I wouldn't hate it. Yeah, Slum is taking bad engagement against the Sicilian scout. This is why I don't want to go for spearmans most of the time against them. I really like those position already. 2-0 kill to that ratio. Also, there is not as much HP taken on those scouts. Simply the spearmen are doing way little compared to normal. And also, I guess second TC will happen faster for DauT with Sicilians. He can build it faster. There is not going. I mean, Slum is going for the monastery, but it feels like I'm not sure how much map control he will get with the investment that he's putting there.
He's banking up the stone. Like he hasn't sold anything.
Yeah, but I mean, DauT has that light caps now.
Do you think he is doing like a Ramaku? Like
Feels like
get
it.
map control, forward castle, imp?
Yeah, feels like it. I don't know why he would do
interesting.
that. He's also going for light caps, which I don't understand why he's going for as well at this point. He has to have a plan with the castle. It feels like he needs to go for the forward castle, but then what can you do with the forward castle? Like Arbalest? Feels like forward castle Arbalest. Is the best I can think of. And for that, obviously, he needs the map control, which I'm not sure that he will get. Oh, but wasn't there a monk for DauT? It's pretty good. Yeah, nice value there. Like, don't get me wrong, the game isn't over, but with Slum, how he's approaching this, then he's playing 1 TC versus 2 TC of DauT already. 3rd TC very soon. Slum needs to make things happen, and it has to be forward castle and some pressure after this. Looks like Slum learned something today. Yeah, you don't go for spearmen against Sicilians. I do agree. But this is like, the thing is that Slum is going for the map control. It is also not great for Slum. Like, Sicilians are not bad civilization for going for the map control with their faster building TCs and their farm eco, with the farm having more food on them.
He's sending villagers now. He's getting loom and he's sending the wood villagers forward.
Yeah, but well, I want to say that, like, I do understand that you want to play this way, but simply, first of all, you are not playing versus weak civ for like the middle control, so that's one thing. and therefore contesting the middle control and like getting the middle control will be definitely tricky. And secondly, DauT forcing more and more units of Slam, simply delaying his imp time, and DauT is absolutely fine with that because he's also booming behind. But and Slam now giving up the position.
They're fighting with the villagers.
Yeah, I think we can see. Well, I mean, there's still enough spearmen. Slam will get that forward castle up. Although DauT is now committing into more light gas. Yeah, but this is something that Slam can always fight. Or is it?
Oh, conversion. He's fighting with. He's desperate.
Nah, this is 4-1. I think Slam was tilted, or I cannot really explain what happened there. But yeah, this doesn't make sense how that Slam was approaching it this way. I thought that he will make the castle, but well.
He's sending more villagers.
Yeah, but the thing is the DauT won't be really behind in him time after all. Even if the Slam is now on 20 foot, so yes, we will make the castle and then you are going to play Mamelukes.
That sounds like a bonus chat.
Okay, well, I was hoping for a better game to finish off this tournament, but after all, DauT is the winner of Masters of Arena 6. He is going to win that game. Slam is finishing it with the DauT Castle, I guess a tribute to his to the winner of the tournament right now. Slam has 33 villages. Is he sending more villages? Yeah, okay, Slam
He's sending one more. Oh, he's sending more now.
I mean, I guess why not?
Yeah, but
Like, I mean, Slam, you need to make a decision. Slam either should resign, resign or make the first castle, and he's going to resign. DauT is winning this tournament 4-1. Impressive performance by DauT. DauT, as we said, played 23 games in this tournament, lost 1. 24 games, he won 23 and lost 1, which is insane. I cannot do it different. So credits to DauT for how he played there, and credits to DauT, credits to Slam for making it that far. Let's update let's finish up the bracket. 4-1.
I noticed recently that DauT stopped making DauT castles, and he is now forcing other players to make them for him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually funny.
Like, one way or the other, he's getting a DauT castle. He has to make it himself, or his opponent is making it.
Yeah, like, even if this castle would go up though, I think DauT would be in such a good position. Like, what would Slam do afterwards? Monks or Arbalists, that would be just going for full cavaliers, and he would kill this.
DauT can just build a super defensive castle and just click First Crusades.
Yeah,
and then he can just bum rush the castle with Arzach.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's true. DauT simply had too many options to win that game, even if this castle went up. So it really wasn't great strategy by Slam. I do understand that he was likely tilted, that he saw that DauT is today the better player, and Slam felt that he can beat him, so he was trying something else. But yeah, it wasn't the best. I don't think it's the right matchup to do it with, since Sicilians are so good. Like, you have to do it in where you know you can win the map control. Yeah, exactly. Well, so that's it. DauT still ahead at even Malai left, so that would likely be another win for him. So first of all, Arzach, thank you so much for the QCast. Really enjoyed that one, and we will do it again in the future.
Thank you for having me, man. Bye bye.
See you. Hello.
Hello, Lisa.
DauT? Hello?
No, DauT is still not here.
Okay.
Hello, clown.
Here is 2 clowns, DauT. We are 2 clowns here. Well, we are 3 clowns here.
Am I one of you guys now?
You are officially in. You officially won your spot in CL, man. You can leave that GL thingy and you can become a real clown.
Finally, I was so hyped about that prize, and finally I can leave those flaps around.
No, and I know you will have a tough competition with Dark Noob over a starting spot in the team, but like you can make it work.
As long as you're part of the team, I think I'm fine.
Congratulations, DauT. It was really amazing performance by you. Very confident going into the finals.
Thank you, Draken. Appreciate that. You usually don't say stuff like that to me.
What?
Sorry, I can. No, it's because I have we'll have to mute the Streamlabs. The chat, what you guys talking is getting overlapped with text to speech. So sorry. Ask again.
Well, I was said congratulations and very confident going into the finals against Slam.
I'm confident in arena. I think I play like best arena I ever did. But Slam did look amazing as Modri. Like when I play against Modri on the run games, he usually destroys me. And watching Slam beating him like 4-1, right?
4-2.
Yeah, it looked scary, so wasn't that confident. And also he beat Tato, like he beat some big names together.
Yeah, Slam played like a beast the whole tournament, and he prepared. He said that he prepared. Did you prepare?
Shisha. Does that count?
Watermelon or?
No. It's a grape.
Oh my god, no. So you lost only one game in the whole tournament. Like, is this like your best performance in a tournament ever?
I felt like I should have won of that one if I had the university back with cannons, team with cannons. I was a bit sad about that one. I was really tilted about that one. Like, I knew Slam plan, he loves that Arbalest, siege jump push when he just boom, ignores Relic. I just went Cavalry and should stop it easy. I did, but follow-up was really bad. And he keep piling up the pressure, was really hard to stop that.
Yeah.
Without bombard cannons.
Yeah, exactly. Like in bombard cannons definitely cost you like 2 castles at this point, and then it was really tricky to get back, especially when you were rocking the Rattan archers.
If at least I didn't go for the Rattan archers but skirms or Arbalest, then it would be again fine. But I tech him elite. That was my tech of choice. I lost castle. Game was over right there.
Yeah. Well, and in the second game, it was like looking really nice in this position against Ethiopians. Like you definitely knew what will happen in this game. Did you change anything from like the first game to second game other than going from 4 TC to 5 TC boom?
Well, because my plan was not to go light here, right? And skirmishes of Byzantines are quite cheap, so I didn't need 50C. And Imperial Age is also cheaper, so I was even thinking I will imp fast enough, even with his pure boom. Was thinking our imp will be more or less the same, which it was, and that I would be able to even stop him from moving out. I was close doing that, I was missing upgrades. If I went double blacksmith, maybe I would even be able to stop him expanding on the map. That was kind of the plan. I kind of misjudged the upgrades on my skirmishers. Was needing the armor badly.
Well, like moving out with the 2 or 3 skirmishes without fletching against the 10 crossbows definitely didn't look too confident. But and in the end, it felt like you were in a good position. Again, like you felt that you stopped the push in the start, and then simply BBCs of Slum did so much damage, and it really felt like you cannot really come back, especially after you were losing the castles.
I still felt confident. I was a bit triggered by my micro, that's for sure. Like, we both have same units, I have cheaper units, we both have bombard cannons, I have 5 relics. Like, there was no reason to lose that game. I have cheaper cannons, but getting bombard cannons straight quite bad, and also he's killing my army with bombard cannons, kind of got me going. I was like, okay, I don't micro, let's just go to the cataphracts. I didn't really feel like he was able to, like, I had 120 villagers, and Byzantines can spam skirmishes forever, and that's like the only unit I need. I didn't feel really threatened there.
But why did you keep? Was it the games that you kept sending skirmishers to die in between castles? Like you took 30 skirmishers and they said go, like, and send them between castles time after time after time.
No, there was another game.
It was the third game. It was the third. Okay. So,
Focus.
Okay.
Yeah, but
sorry,
I do those things a lot. I cannot explain that, just how I kind of get triggered during the game and just send everything to that.
Yeah, like
It was a Khmer game. Yes.
yeah, that was we can move to that. Did you feel at least I thought that Italians have a really good matchup against Khmer. Did you see the same in the start of the game?
Yeah, obviously, if the game stabilizes, he will win. But they have the early, like the first two games, and the third one was like we switch positions. Now I have economy team, and he got the better Imperial Age team. And it felt so much better to have economy too. Like during the game, I was so chill. Like I have full map control. I'm just like sending units here and there. I don't care if they die. And he needs to hunt for my traps, my bomber cannons, not to lose his castles. And little he lose position. He get good trades, but he is losing position. And once he lose all the castles, that's it. Like there is no stopping it anymore.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was it, like, definitely pushing towards these castles. Also, in this game, Islam didn't have the farm eco, really, so it took a long time for him to switch into light caps, and obviously, before that, your Arbalest and Rams were doing the job.
Yeah, the plan was to get some Rams going, because I don't have bomber cannons to stop type traps. So, cap chance was my idea to snipe his traps, to push him back, so I can trap down his castles, while my traps are safe.
Yeah. Yeah, it really worked well. Like even though, as Dara said, you throw there some army a couple of times, but well,
yeah, I dive in for no reason. I dive in for no reason. Like Slime will not quick wall and have cast like.
No, like Jack speculated that you were just like clearing population for Hussars, but I said no way, no way.
No, it's just my thing. See?
Yeah, but well, after you killed the castles, it was quite dominant game. Okay, then we had the fourth game, which was Turks versus Cumans. Did you okay? Do you think that Cumans have the advantage in this one, that Slum should be pushing with Turks?
I was so happy when I saw him pushing. I was like, okay, thank you, Slam, for throwing Turks away. I was scared of the Turk pick. Like his Turks counter everything I have. It was like a free win for him. And then he started pushing, and then it was a free win for me, right? Cuman's economy is much better. Kipchak will stop everything, and to be fair, I have a lucky map with backstone and gold.
Yeah. Okay. I felt the same about the matchup. I didn't really understand why Slum was pushing there, but
I guess he overestimated the power of the Cuman boom. It is very powerful, but once the game stabilizes, those Hussars of Turks and their cavalry archer with 100 HP, it's like unstoppable combo.
Okay, I was thinking, if you are going for, were you planning to go to TC fast imp, or would it again be 4 or 5 TC boom?
My plan during the game was 2 TC, obviously. Make the castle, so he's scared of the second castle fast imp terror, and then I had 2 or 3 more TCs.
Okay.
And go for the trying to outspam him with full Hussars, maybe camels, depends how game goes. Like trade units inefficiently to get him out of the map and control the game.
Okay.
But with better economy, obviously.
Okay.
Why Sicilians for the final game? Like you need a victory and you go Sicilians? Like...
Worked out last time in the semis. Basically the same game. I was thinking like Slam during the finals, the biggest chances he had in the game he was the Arbalest push with the siege rams, right? And there is no better tip to do that than Vikings. So I was expecting Vikings there, and that I will just stop it with sergeants. He picked sergeants, he made spearmen. I didn't understand that one. Like, that's obviously not good against Sicilians. It's not good even in normal scout war, it's not that amazing. But against Sicilians feels useless, and then he did that castle in the end, so... Felt like
to win a tournament with doing a DauT castle, like your opponent doing a DauT castle is something, right?
Yeah, same finals and finals.
Right.
Yes.
Well, okay, DauT. Now, if you can compare 3 achievements of yours from the last year, Red Bull Vololo 3, winning Best of 21 versus Jordan, and Masters of Arena 6. What means the most for you? What means the least?
Best of 21 against Jordan, that's like nothing. Well, Red Bull was obviously stunting.
Wait! You forgot Clan Cup 3. That was like
not this year.
This year. Okay,
and that was like what top? That was like out in top 16. There.
In the last one, I
Clan Cup 2, 3.
That one I played against CM, I had Corona during the game, so
yeah,
I had to fortified.
Yeah, okay, no, just those, just this year, 21. So what is the highest? What is the lowest?
Well, highest is obviously Red Bull. After that, like, imagine winning the tournament, doing the 10-min stream after that, and like 9k euros are like, congratulations you, like sending the hype. It was like maybe one of the best feelings in the life. Not just winning, but the support after was absolutely insane.
Okay, DauT, so we will skip that part, and now I will ask you again, and I will again answer this time correctly, okay? So Red Bull or Masters of Arena 6?
Well, Red Bull. Red Bull for sure.
But still, you are the first person ever to win both the Clown Cup and Master of Arena, DauT. You are officially the #1 clown in the Age of Empires scene.
Send me the nose.
And also did it on your birthday, so like, can it get any better?
It was quite a good birthday, I must say. Feels weird, like full day in front of a computer, but it was worth it.
Yeah. So DauT is also going on vacation, so let's wish him a happy birthday and a nice vacation, DauT. Now you have some money to spend there.
Yeah, sorry for moving this a bit sooner, and obviously huge thanks to Laborum for making up the time, bring the schedule to come today.
Yeah.
It was really, really amazing from him.
Yeah, so thanks for playing, DauT, and see you. Do you have more questions, Lizard? Or
No, I think everything was said.
Okay, so see you in Master of Arena 7, DauT.
I will not join, I am like ending up with victory.
What?
Nobody can say they are better clown than me if I don't join anymore. I'm out of the circus.
And now you cannot quit while we have your prize pool, but shouldn't have said that.
Of course, I will play it.
Okay, see you, man. Have fun in the vacation.
See you guys, and
Bye
thank
bye.
you for making this event.
Thank you.
Yeah.